gonna say. I was like,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Alex, like, damn.
I dressed like one. I didn't need it.
Not a model
Just like a
like
beard.
Yeah, I dressed
a
like
beardy pimp.
a
God,
beardy
it's hot in here,
bear
innit?
pimp.
But what does a beard dress like, though? I don't think it's one.
That's a
It's
great
just
Walked
question.
in the room
Again.
was like, imagine.
Yeah, yeah, we all looked up to like,
He looks like someone who does like wears Asics shoes,
Again, this is just like me.
New Balance shoes.
This is what I imagine in my head is Hank Azaria from the Birdcage.
Oh yeah.
With it, when they ask him to go put on some straight-looking clothes, and he comes back wearing
oh yeah.
with like no shoes because he can't walk in shoes.
Do you know what? Like Hank Azaria is one of those guys.
He's so
that
versatile. He's so versatile as an actor.
I'm like, what's that from? The fucking the superheroes one.
Fucking
Mystery Man.
Mystery Man. I
Mystery
love
Man.
that film. Oh man.
I need to turn the gain up on this mic because
Okay,
it is
so I've
not
got-
as loud as you lot.
Got your write up. Should we go straight into Dark Crystal, or do you want to start with
They
the
want
thing
a
else?
cigarette.
He's got
Oh, yeah.
a plan though because he texted me.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
That's what
Keep it
she's
to the
looking
plan.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's not the first thing.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the-
Hello,
but
hello.
I didn't know, just in
Check,
case, because
check,
you
check.
gotta go soon.
Check.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, let me have a cigarette. And then I'll be back.
Shall we have like a little? Now we've got everything set up. We're gonna walk out, and walk back in again.
Walk back in, yeah.
So we were doing
You
that with plays and stuff.
Oh
with
my
bands.
god. Yeah.
Like a lot of
Into the
bands.
wings.
I done that with Brixton Academy, and then the piano player went out and left the band. He was in the queue for a hot dog. The band's halfway through a song, and I'm like, where has he gone?
Oh my fucking god.
All right, I was gonna stop that. I tried to start a nice recording, and then Kathleen said something stupid. And I asked her, and she looked guilty and like, what? What did I say? I didn't say nothing. Don't look at me like that. All right, okay. Finally, we're starting. Welcome to an episode of Weview'd. We have at least 5 people in the room. I can't count.
Alex, why you sound like you're held by gunpoint?
What? You need some microphone. That's what you need. Shut up.
Now.
All right, okay. So this is all right. Welcome to another episode of Weview'd. I am your host, along with my sister, and today we have a couple of guests, people that wanted to actually bring up some issues that Kathleen's salacious, random like denigration of people's fandoms have now come back to haunt her, and we have had someone who was very anxious and he's been an avid listener, and so I'd like to introduce Mickey. Hi, hello. And Mickey, I would like you to say in 10 seconds what you would like people to know about you.
What, like state my case?
No, about yourself. About yourself, because I tell you what, because like I'm not sure if you guys are going to be on the same side of this. Now she's watched the thing that you was complaining about.
Yeah.
I think you guys are going to be on the same side, so I'm like, I need war.
No, like I had to be critical. So
Oh, right, all right, okay.
I was enjoying it. There was a couple times like, Razzie, I don't blood clot. I did go a bit crazy.
All right, she's
but-
spoiling it already. So, all right, so all right, you want to go straight into it then?
No. We've got Alex. You did a nice agenda. Let's do the agenda.
So, all right, okay. Just normally we start off with just talking about what we've seen lately. Anything good to report? Anything wild out there that people? All right, so no, we also got Sally in the room. Sorry, Sally, I was really bad.
That's
It was just
right. I wasn't expecting to be introduced. I'm a temporary guest.
yeah, but Sally, you're one of my favorite people, and I feel bad that I've just forgotten that you were there. That's not good.
No, those are big words. Alex doesn't say favorite people a lot.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
by
one of
the
my favourite people too. So that's
Yeah.
why I forgive.
way. Loving it.
No, Sally's one of those people I wish I'd met. Like when we was
Back in the day.
day, Hampton Heath
Powers.
days,
Oh, yeah.
when we used to hang out like the Heath, did just loads of
Great times, man.
yeah. Before we all went our separate ways and
Thought there
became
was some
adults.
spiritual virginity on the Heath, you know. Do you know what I mean?
Let's
Do you
talk
know
about
what
that.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, let's delve into your spirit. What do you deem spiritual? Like you don't remember it, or like?
I mean? No, as in like the wind was really strong, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it's just some.
spirits.
She just
Anyway.
applies anything to virginity. Like.
Yes. So, who wants to go first? Talking about something they've watched.
I know. I tell you what. I watched Shardlake.
Shardlake.
Yeah,
Wait, is
Sean
that-
Bean
Oh, that's on Disney Plus.
on Disney Plus,
Oh
right?
my
And
God.
it's
We've
it's
literally spoken about Sean Bean recently.
all right because the guy does too much for me, and I've got problems. So Shardlake is set in the time of Henry VIII, and it's he's broken away from the Catholic Church. Anne Boleyn is dead, and Sean Bean is played. Sean Bean plays Thomas Cromwell.
Oh, cool.
and there's been a murder. It starts off with a murder. Someone gets his head sliced off at a monastery, and I've only watched the first episode, by the way. And Shardlake is a person with like scoliosis. He's got like curvature of spine and like a hand like from
Scary movie.
Scary Movie 2.
Yeah.
He has a hand like that, and it's about him getting him. Like the first scene is about him like getting his leather straps on and trying to be like more human out there in the world, and there's people crossing. And anyway, so it's well made, well shot. It looks like a murder mystery set in late and early Renaissance, late Tudor times.
How was the pacing? Because I always find with Sean Bean things that the pacing's really weird.
He's not a main character in it.
Oh, that's good.
So they put his face on it, but he's not.
Yeah.
I freaking hate when they
Posters.
do that.
I mean, he's Thomas Cromwell, so he's like the overarching.
Alex, it's Godzilla all over again. Do you remember
When they
Godzilla
put Bryan
2015?
Cranston's face everywhere,
Exactly.
yeah.
Oh, he
Face
goes
everywhere and dies in the first like.
He
What?
walks up for like 5 minutes of that.
Yeah, I know.
And it's so weird. I rewatched that a couple of days ago, and I was like, "This
It's still disappointing, isn't it?
is a freaking good film, you know."
No.
It's a
No,
freaking good
shut
film.
up.
I've changed my
No.
mind. 10 years later, it's
We're
a bloody good
talking,
film.
about American Godzilla films.
Yeah,
and
man,
the
'cause
only
Godzilla does
acceptable-
this thing.
The only acceptable one is Godzilla 97.
That's why I like this guy.
You know
That's
what?
why I like this guy.
No,
That's why I like this guy.
No, you know
Cause
why
you're
I say-
wrong.
You know why?
Cause
you
you're
know why
wrong.
I say no. You know why I say no? Because it was raining the whole fucking time, and they use that as an excuse to set mood. And I'm like,
Yeah,
come
it was
on.
the 90s.
Yeah, but like, come on. It did
Cavi,
have banging
you're
songs,
lying.
but
You love that.
banging-
You love
I
that
don't
movie.
know.
We watched
I
that
keep
bear.
quiet, like, we had it on VHS.
I like.
You're legally allowed to watch it on anything other than VHS.
Yeah, I think we still got a
Maybe it was
VHS.
like, you know, the CD that you get from the local guy down the road. Maybe caught you on that. But
Do you remember those tiny CDs
Yeah.
you used to get free?
Oh
in-
wow!
Yeah.
And if you got the kind of disc that sucks in the
Yeah, it's not coming
it's
back
not
out.
coming back out. You just lost it in there. You're like, I need toothpicks and tweezers, and I need to open the whole thing up.
Great
And
memories, man.
yeah,
This new generation don't know shit.
have you turned everyone down? Everyone's quiet.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
'cause
should
I
cry
swear
for
we'd
the
have,
later
like-
generation.
Dude, we have programs and everything.
Did you turn everyone down to match my? Because I've got no levels for anybody else.
Oh really?
Oh no.
Yeah, you can see. Look, that's me talking there.
Oh,
Have I talked too much?
Which channel are you
I'm in the fourth one. Look, this is it live.
Yeah, like,
Should I just turn the other ones up then?
Yeah, just
Can you hear me?
let's see what it comes out like. We're still recording. We're still
so,
live.
Is that any better?
Yeah, it's much better. It's much better. I'm seeing levels.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
I'm
we got
seeing
better levels
levels.
now.
Anything else can get turned up later on in post?
Cool.
Post?
I
Prost?
don't know her.
Okay,
Got
so.
the headroom.
Oh shit, what happened?
Okay.
no,
Oh, shit.
nothing.
Alex, he does this all the time. I've said this on the podcast several times. We once did an amazing podcast.
Oh, it was beautiful.
It was, and then Alex was like, "Oh, it didn't record." I was like,
I wiggled because I had one of these
Isn't
like.
that kind of beautiful though? At the same time, it's like it's ephemeral and kind of fleeting.
Yeah,
You
but
just
then we
kinda
tried
like-
to
do you
duplicate
remember
it.
that podcast that we did that nobody else ever heard.
No, the missing podcast.
missing
And then we've got
podcast.
we've got one deleted one we're never going to release because I think I was so bad. I think you was the person that was bad on it. I think you just
You know
like,
what? I think we released that though.
Oh, I think we did actually. Shit.
Yeah, I think it was Alex's
Was
big
that,
moan.
was that the
No,
45-minute
no.
episode where Alex just complains about his romantic life?
You know, all right.
Oh,
Because that was a great episode.
It was a great
awesome.
episode.
It was
wasn't
one of our highest like reaching. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no
I'm
shit.
like, Alex,
It was,
I need.
yeah,
I'm
we got
like, Alex, you
30
need-
listens in the first
Alex,
day. Or
I think you need to redo that like monthly. Alex,
Yeah, like a
bitch.
monthly.
Yeah.
No, that's
Lets it out.
I
It's
mean, that's
therapy,
that red pill bump. I don't want it. I don't want it.
dude. That
Don't
real
want
pill
it.
bump, man.
The red pill bump.
Gets us there.
Hey, we need the money. We need the money.
the money. Okay, so can I talk about what I watched?
Oh yeah.
What do you want?
Today I watched a piece of shit. I was so pissed.
Why
I
was
wrote
you
notes,
watching
Alex. I
shit?
wrote notes.
Got notes on
Okay.
little bits of
A
paper.
little- no.
All right, let's hear this.
Okay, so this new J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez
Oh.
film.
then. Atlas.
Yep.
Oh, I was gonna watch that.
Okay, you know what takes me? I was just like gonna watch it during lunch as I'm, whatever. And I was so in it. I was so disgusted and pissed off. I took out this and I started writing down like the things that were wrong. Atlas is essentially a sci-fi film. It's a sci-fi film set. We don't know when in the future, but basically AI robots like basically went mental and decided to like start killing people.
Matrix.
So very like iRobot. Very iRobot with a dash of Terminator. But they only killed a couple of million people, which I felt come on, that's a,
Couple of mil.
you know what I mean? A couple of mil, that's like, you know,
Nothing.
that's nothing.
Superman did that in one film.
Yeah, and then J-Lo's like the person who is like an analyst, and she's like, don't trust AI. And the main bad AI guy, essentially, like her mum, like created, and then he escaped on a ship to another planet. Yeah, there you go. Escaped on a ship to another planet, and it's all about going to that planet and stopping him. But in a way, it's like a buddy cop film because she has to trust an AI robot. She has to get inside it. You know, kind of like what's it called? Aliens 2. You know, the thing that she gets in.
The robotic.
Yeah, but
yeah.
imagine it's more of a encased thing with a whole AI person. She's
So
got
it's
to,
Titanfall.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she's got to basically do the whole thing, and then she becomes friends with the AI, and you know, it's just like, oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Her acting's terrible. The story isn't believable. They have faster than light travel, but they have no shields. I'm
Wow.
like, wait.
How you
How-
gonna? It doesn't make any sense.
Star Trek has taught us many things. Okay, if you're traveling faster than light, you have shields.
Absolutely need the shields.
Thank you.
In case you hit a asteroid when you come out.
Which
of
they
warp.
do. They come out of warp, and then it's just like rocks everywhere. I'm like,
The chances of you hitting an asteroid when you're traveling faster than light
It's very-
is guaranteed.
Thank you.
100%.
and they didn't even
What?
explain
Really?
it. Yeah,
Pretty much.
but if you're going to
traversing-
hyperspace, though, you're actually going out of it, and then you may not hit anything.
All right, so it
But-
takes you to
Oh,
a
I
different
see.
dimension and
exactly.
back in again.
But they don't
Yeah.
explain any of that.
No.
And she cries, but there's no tears. You know,
How is that?
They can't even do the tears in post.
she runs out of battery. Like, you know, her thing kind of has a bit of a leaky battery, and she finds other ones of the other people who had died. They don't steal one of their battery to like fill that. You know what I mean? Like resources. Does that make
yeah,
sense?
That annoys me. Yeah, no.
And I think lastly, she's a scientist, but she's not good at science. There you go.
Good at science.
It was quite a shit film, and
That's a very
don't
strong
watch it.
analysis.
Yeah, there you go. That was me.
I'll probably
What,
watch
what, out of 10, what you giving it?
Give it a watch.
Out of 10, what you giving it, Gavleed?
2.
2?
That was a
I
2.
swear her ratings are just like
No, my ratings are perfect.
That's one bag of popcorn out of 5 bags.
one bag of
That's low.
It's not even a
It's
bag
low,
of skills.
low bag
salt,
rate.
non-salted,
No salt.
non-sugar,
Dude.
just dry popcorn.
100%.
Ain't
It-
even getting like a slushy.
No,
Okay.
no. It's not
No
even
hot
worth
dog,
a
no
bag of
nachos.
skills. I would not recommend it. It is very much a cash grab. It's a
Cool.
cash grab.
Yeah, because J-Lo ain't done much lately.
No, so her album's done terrible. That whole like movie that was attached to the album was wank.
and she's breaking up with Affleck as well. So
Well, apparently she's not. It's like all rumors, but you know,
I don't even know.
arms to the air. You know. What else have you watched?
Well, now Diddy's in trouble as well. She's gonna have a few words to be saying about that. Yeah, he looked at me strange a lot.
Yeah, it's Diddy though.
Yo, have you watched anything lately?
Yeah, I've watched some stuff.
Yeah, well,
I've watched some good stuff. I've watched some bad stuff. So, interestingly enough, I'll talk about a J-Lo film that I saw recently.
Okay.
Anaconda.
No, I saw Out of Sight, which I'd never seen
I feel
before.
like I've seen that.
It's a 1998 Steven
never seen that.
Soderbergh movie with, interestingly enough, produced by Danny DeVito, which is not something that you see.
He's usually better
that
at stuff
often.
like that.
Danny DeVito is a smart guy.
Oh,
it's
is
got
this-
George Clooney,
Yeah.
J-Lo, Ving Rhames, Don Cheadle,
It's a spy thing.
Albert Brooks. Yeah, it's like a spy, almost like a rom-com kind of
Yeah.
situation.
Did a
Alright.
couple of those, didn't he?
They're like comparing it to Jackie Brown.
Yeah,
shorty.
it feels kind of Tarantino-y, but it's certainly more Soderbergh in the fact that the script is very well fleshed out. And actually, it's probably my favourite out of Steven Soderbergh's films that I've seen, because he's not, he's a fascinating guy, but I don't think I've actually seen that many of his films that I
I think
enjoy.
I've
Have you
seen.
seen The Limey? I really like
The Limey, I've not seen The Limey.
Yeah,
No.
that's-
Yeah, that was
that's
alright.
good.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, he's a weird guy, but he does fascinate me because he's made some very interesting.
Aaron
films.
Brockovich.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been bouncing everywhere though, because like how you go
Traffic.
from Ocean's 11, 12, etc. to Magic Mike.
Exactly.
Like,
No, that's
Yeah, yeah,
easy.
like
yeah,
pick,
yeah.
pick
No,
a
no,
lane,
no.
pick
No,
a
no,
lane.
Those
no,
are
no,
both,
no,
but those
no,
are
no,
both
no, 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 no.
heavily, highly respected
They're
films.
both
you know?
action films. It's just a different.
They're both
kind of
ensemble films.
Ah.
They're both ensemble films.
Yeah,
where it's
that's
the
true.
worst role for each of those actors.
Yeah.
It's a low point.
Actually,
Like-
whoa. Magic Mike was actually a high point for quite a few of those actors.
Okay, but I never watched it, and I don't think.
Apparently, it's fantastic. I've
Magic
never
Mike
seen any
1's
of them.
rubbish. Magic Mike 2's
Can I
better.
say the trailer makes me go blind for at least 20 seconds after it? I'm like, there's so much glitter on these guys.
Alex, Like edible glitter is just
Edible
amazing.
glitter.
So good for the stomach.
I'm just looking at what he's done. Imagine my Contagion outside.
Yeah, Contagion is a. Is
So
You
Aaron
know what?
Brockovich
I
was
watched Contagion. I
a
really
great
liked
movie.
it.
He's made some weird films though. He did like a 5-hour Che Guevara.
I remember that, but it's 2 parts, wasn't
yeah,
it?
it's in 2 parts. It's who plays him? It's
Oh,
Benicio
yeah.
del Toro.
Benicio del Toro,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's one of
I
his
still don't know
best
how I feel
films.
about
I
those
was-
films because I don't think they're.
Do you know what
I
film-
still don't think they're that good.
I really wanted to
Okay.
watch The Informant,
Yeah.
but it was like advertised a lot, and then when it came in cinema, the run was really short.
It was
Mm.
bad. I
Was
did
it?
not enjoy
Okay,
it.
cool. So I
yeah.
didn't watch it. That's
He also
why.
made the 2002 Solaris remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah, it's bad, really
Yeah.
bad.
Man, that was bad.
So yeah, this
Yeah.
is it. I just can't put my finger on Steven
and
Soderbergh.
down.
Yeah,
That
no,
was
he does have hits and misses. Siriano was alright, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah.
Confessions of a Dangerous Mind is gonna be in my top 30 films. I had to pick a number though, as I was saying it. Top 30 films. Yeah, I love Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. It's like about what's his name? Chuck Barris. He did like the dating game, which is Blind Date,
Mm.
and he got tapped up by the CIA. So he goes on missions, but his cover is that he's a host of a game show. Like there's
That's
this
a good
bit
idea.
where like he's fallen in love with Julia Roberts' character, and they do this whole like she's poisoned one of the teas, and she knows which one it is because it has a spoon next to it.
Right.
So he does a whole swap round tea thing, and then you lose track of which one it was he swapped around because she swaps it around like a proper good spy film. So yeah, Soderbergh does some spy things like
yeah, he
quite
does,
well.
and they're pretty good.
Yeah, it's quite decent to be honest.
Sally, have you watched anything lately?
Yeah, actually, Mickey came with me as well. We went to see Love Lies Bleeding, the new
Love
Rose
Lies
Glass
Bleeding.
film.
Who?
Rose Glass. She also made a film called Saint Maud a while back.
I've
I
heard of
do
that.
love, just as a heads up, like I love the title of Love Lies Bleeding specifically because it works kind of both ways. It works as just a description
Oh, I've seen.
Yeah.
Oh,
of the stuff that you're seeing in the film, which is
Yeah.
love, lies, and bleeding.
Bleeding. Yeah.
But
I-
also as a description of love lying down on the floor bleeding, which is just
100%.
it's a
Okay.
fantastic title.
Interesting cast as well.
so I've
Very
seen
interesting
posters for
cast.
this, and
Yeah.
I saw a little
Sexy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Super
one.
gay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
very
yeah.
gay.
No, no,
very
you can tell it's
muscular.
gay
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
off,
yeah,
but like
yeah. Those
I-
shorts.
I feel like
Yeah.
what else was she in? This woman, I think
She
she
was in The Mandalorian.
Yeah. The Tonk one.
yeah, the Tonk one. She's
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
Who was she in the
Mandalorian.
Mando?
She's another Mandalorian, I think she was.
Okay.
Um,
Katie M. O'Brien.
That's
yeah,
her,
no,
yeah.
she's definitely an
Oh, sorry, Kathleen.
Island
She's
girl.
the one that betrays like the scientist character and gets him in
Yeah,
trouble.
no, she's former empire person that goes round and somehow still survives after the first season. She's in the ship. No, the
Mm.
second season when Luke Skywalker comes back.
Man, that was so good. Oh yeah, I remember.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have a deep
yeah.
breath and say they could have just cast someone to play. They could have got what's his name, Bucky from Winter Soldier. Apparently, they made him look just like Mark Hamill. They didn't have to have. Like, thing is,
Youngified
the problem
Mark.
is, right, it's the face doesn't track the same as the body. Sometimes it's there and the body's gone there. And it's like,
I'm using this term, uncanny valley.
That is the
Cat
correct
is
term.
so clever.
for what?
That's on point.
You know, I've been using
Yeah.
it
Wow.
recently and getting it wrong. But I
Can
get
I just
it right
say
this
that went
time.
over my head? What was she talking about?
Uncanny
The
Valley.
Uncanny Valley.
What
There
does
is
that mean?
okay, so literally, it's a thing where you've got like a robot or something that is meant to simulate a human face, but it looks wrong. Like we just can't trust it because it just doesn't look
Alright, cool.
right.
Yeah,
And
thank
it's
you
got
very
to that
much.
point where it's like, whoa.
So if you imagine it as like a graph being like advancements of robot faces that look
Yeah.
like humans. Right at the bottom, you've got things that are kind of like approximations of a human face, or like something that might look cute, or like big eyes, or something like that.
That's scary.
So like the humanness or the kind of like the emotion that you feel towards it goes up and up and up. But as it becomes more human, it dips into this uncanny valley. So it's the closer you get to looking like an actual human face,
It's too close.
Yeah, too close because people get freaked out by it.
Because you're looking into their cold, dead eyes.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
why.
Yeah, because
Like
you're like,
Polar
this is a
Express.
robot, but also it's trying to pretend that it's a human in front of
But-
me. If it was a robot that had like massive eyes and big kind of bunny ears, and
You
stuff,
know
it
it's
wouldn't
not.
bother
It's
me.
a robot, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that film where they had robots and they're using baby voices to make people come out like, oh, I'm crying, and then it draws out like a woman, and then the robot kills the woman because
The
they've
fuck
used
have you been
a
watching?
dead baby's voice or a dying, crying baby. Like,
Sounds pretty good.
yeah, sounds like a smart plan.
It does.
Like, I would have been confused.
Yeah, because
I mean,
like
nefarious, but yeah, smart.
a
plan.
Yeah,
lie?
smart robot plan. No, I'm sure they did it. There's
So
like
you're just making up a script.
Terminator. Like
we're doing
they did
movie.
like Terminator. He does the baby. He does the voice of
Oh
someone
yeah,
that he cares about.
he does the
Someone that's-
voice
It's
of
the
the
mum.
mum.
Your
Yeah.
parents are dead.
Hey,
And
you
it's
know
that mum plays.
wait,
Oh,
wait,
here we
wait.
go, Alex. Here we go. Every time we bring it up, go on then, go on then, go on then, Alex. Bring it up.
Greatest coming of age film ever made.
I'm talking about Terminator 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
Terminator.
You know the step parents.
Stepmom.
Yeah.
She's in Aliens, isn't it? As
Yeah.
the fake Latino chick.
Vasquez.
Yeah.
She's a Jew. Did you know she?
Yeah.
They just browned
I can
up
tell by her
just
haircut in the second film.
just a regular California Jew. And called her Vasquez. And
Vasquez.
Yeah.
By the way, he can say that because he's Jewish. Just let you know. So don't cancel us.
Disclaimer.
Tips.
And we can
Just-
say black jokes because we're black, and Sally is just
Barely.
a white person.
Yeah. I have
So,
no
you know,
say-
watch
I have
out.
no say whatsoever
Sorry,
in
you're
that.
not spicy white at all.
Spicy.
No.
Spicy one.
She grew up abroad for little parts.
Depends where abroad.
Because
like,
her dad
if
was a secret agent,
Spain.
and so they had to move
Spain.
to different
Spain.
countries.
it's- yeah,
I
I
like
suppose.
that better.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
better
gonna
story,
I'm
yeah.
gonna use
It's
that.
Mediterranean.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is
Depends
Mediterranean?
which part, like
Sally.
we're talking
Sally's a Medi girl.
Medigo.
Medigo.
I don't know where that came from.
she saves lives.
Medigo.
The look on her face is telling me that she
Trying to
doesn't
think
like
of-
that.
No.
Did I watch anything else?
Girl is like a female medicine robot or something.
Hello. How can I help you today? Medi girl. I need the special.
Oh, gross! All right, he went there.
Oh, that's great.
Of course, he had to go there.
Okay.
This one.
I'm always there. I live there. That's my place.
All right, let's go and give us another thing you watched.
Basically,
Oh, sorry, we didn't even finish Love Lies Bleeding.
Oh yeah.
what do you
no,
think of it?
just-
Yeah.
Sorry, like really quickly, what is it about? Because it sounds
It
like,
is
really
oh God, it's
romantic.
Sort of a fun, pulpy kind of action film.
Yeah. It looks fun.
Thriller.
It's
Yeah.
like a sexy thriller noir mystery set
Is
in
it
the
like,
early 80s.
Mm.
Yeah.
Has it got the energy of not Bonnie and Clyde? What's that? Thelma and Louise sort of
No.
Two women
No,
against the
Drive
world.
Away Dolls
no,
has got
it's way
has
more
got closer.
anarchic than that.
more anarchic
Much
from.
more happy to lean into
Is-
unlikable characters.
All right, so
Okay.
the
Flawed
justification for what they're doing isn't prominent.
How is Kirsten Stewart in it?
She's actually very good.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
That-
getting too close
that
to
was-
Oscar, man. Oh,
She's
She's,
so
That was-
she's actually
worried.
getting really good these
Ugh.
days.
That
God
was
damn
off point.
it.
That's the one reason I was like, oh no.
I cannot ever forgive her, ever. But Charlie's Angels and freaking Twilight. Can't forgive her for those two.
See, I'm
and Snow White.
Yeah,
what am I talking
I
about?
never cared about them two franchises at all.
See, I've not seen any of the Twilight films, but I feel now like I'm a little bit older, and I think that when those films came out, I was kind of like a teenager and jumping on the bandwagon with everybody else.
All right.
Then maybe they're good. I don't know. We don't, kind of like. You've seen the Twilight movies?
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
yeah.
But when did you see them?
I saw them when they came out.
When they came
Yeah.
out.
Okay. Right.
and then
This
okay,
girl
yeah,
was
yeah.
queuing
so then I
outside
did
the
a COVID
cinemas.
rewatch
Okay.
because they were
Okay.
going for a little mini
Okay,
renaissance. So
fair,
I did a
fair,
COVID rewatch. And I was like, this is such shit.
But the thing that
It's-
I've always
And I read one of the books, and it's so badly written. It's so badly written.
the books.
And then
sure,
going
sure.
into the author, she's like this alt Mormon, and
Oh,
she's
cool.
pushing all this stuff.
Mormons are cute.
They're cute, but like if
Mormons
you're
by
a
definition
13-year-old
don't-
girl who's like, oh yeah, it's okay for this guy to
Read
be
of
in my
soaking.
room, like
Huh?
looking at me while I sleep. That's really dodgy.
I'm going to hell.
It is, yeah, it totally
Yeah,
is.
we both
But
are,
like, I
Alex.
don't know. I like the idea of a love triangle, obviously, between like a
Yeah.
human, a werewolf, and a vampire.
Yeah,
That
why
sounds
not?
Great to
That's
me.
freaking awesome.
But
Team
also,
werewolf
I do think that a lot of the hate that those films got in the mid 2000s when they came out was because teenage girls aren't allowed to like a thing, like aren't allowed to like a dumb thing. Teenage boys could like as many dumb things as they wanted, and the entire the zeitgeist wouldn't complain about it. People wouldn't be up in arms. Oh, look at all of this, kind of like.
Let me. Can I counter that with? Without teenage girls, we wouldn't have the Beatles.
Gonna say that.
Without teenage girls, we wouldn't have One Direction.
Yeah, but the Beatles were considered like are considered good.
Just because they
musicians
played
by
their
most
trade. Yeah,
people.
of course. No,
Yeah, but
I'm not saying
100%.
Twilight
the thing
is
is,
but-
it's about fandom. Fandom is really perpetuated by teenage girls because they pay for stuff and they extra talk about it
Yeah.
at school, online.
People like
Tumblr
Drake.
Tumblr boosted Twilight
Yeah,
megally,
100%.
like,
Oh, Tumblr.
and the fandom was mentally crazy. To the point where their parents were talking about it. The parents were like, "Yeah, I'm Team Jacob." It got so big, and it got so big, but it didn't deserve to get so big because it's crap content, really, which is really sad.
Wow.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think boys have always liked things kind of en masse that have been really big, and everybody kind of agrees, yeah, that's shit, but it's fun, or it's enjoyable, or it's it's violent, or it's a big action film, or whatever it is. But if a group of teenage girls want to go watch like a needlessly sexy kind of vampire romp, I think a lot of the hate that was generated at the time that those films came out was purely because of just people's general hatred for teenage girls.
I think it was their hatred for Edward and the things he did in the film. Like
See,
literally,
I don't know who that is. But I jumped on the hate bandwagon.
Robert Pattinson.
he's the main Robert Pattinson.
He's
because
a good actor.
he's now he is definitely he's done the classic thing of what. Go away, Hollywood. I'm going to do indie and I'm going to do different things. And that's really boosted his acting. And I'm like, okay, applause, mate, applause. Before, he was just like staring at her and she's staring. And they would literally stare at each other for a good 10 minutes, breathing in it. That sort of stuff made it so like naff, made it so cheesy that you just liked it and then you hated it at the same time.
Can I just pipe in with? I actually sat and watched them, binge watched them.
Right.
About a decade ago, and my problem was that the time jumps and the narrative leaps were like as if you were watching it as well as on Twitter and listen to what everyone else was saying. There was plot jumps. It was like
so many holes.
So many holes. If you stop to think about it, I
so
was
many
like,
holes.
Wait, what? And then there's this like angry redhead vampire chick come out of nowhere, like we're vampires, we're taking over, and there's a whole like law that they're just expecting you to just sit back and live with, where it's like, okay, we know you watch Buffy, we know you watched all these shows, this is what you're getting as part of that, rather than telling a story from fresh, and that's one of the things I would say why I didn't like it. I didn't mind the characters. If there was a side to be on, I'll be on the little Native American werewolf kids.
Yep,
side,
Team Jacob. Yeah.
Sounds bad.
That makes sense because basically he's a nice kid. There's nothing wrong with him.
He gets mugged off, but
He gets mugged
it's such a bad. All right, for instance, really quick. Essentially, Jacob is the other side of that triangle, right? And he fancies Bella because their parents are mates.
Bella is Kristen Stewart.
Yeah. She's the main girl, and Bella is in love with like the vampire, Edward, because he comes into her bedroom at night, and watches her while she sleeps.
That's really all you want, though, isn't it?
Oh, so bad.
I know.
And like it's a point where he fancies her, and he doesn't know why. Jacob doesn't know why Bella doesn't like him. And essentially, it gets to the point in the story where he realizes the reason why he's so obsessed with her is because she has a child with Edward. And that child, because they're a vampire, they like speed up their growth really quickly. And essentially, he's imprinted on her baby. And so when she gets to an appropriate age, like they will be like mates. And it's like, who wrote this? Why are you writing about babies?
Yeah, I'm telling you now.
It's not making me want to watch it any less.
Watch it and have a sip or a drink every time something dumb happens.
Cool.
So good.
I'll follow it directly with the.
We totally spiraled. Sorry, Love Lies Bleeding.
No,
out of 10, what would you give it? Love Lies Bleeding.
I'd give
Oh, 9 or 10.
We're still talking about your thing.
9.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
I'll give it an 8. Yeah, but
okay,
it's a very good film.
You see how we meander? You see how it meanders? I'm telling you now, that wasn't my fault.
That was
I didn't take this sidetrack. You guys started talking about Twilight. It wasn't my fault, man.
I'm just going to air myself.
The jury will see the truth. Okay, so yeah, the first thing I wanted to put like as a little, I want you to have to fight. You guys get along too well. I'm annoyed. So, all right. I know you like Tom Cruise.
I do love Tom Cruise.
I know you.
Let's go.
You have a thing about it, right?
Bosses.
Okay. Kathleen.
He may be short.
I'm trying to engineer conflict.
I'm trying to engineer some.
Yeah, he's a shit stirrer.
Some views.
100%.
So no, who
Look at that smug.
if you had a gun to your head, and you was made to press a button to erase all the works in history of either Tom Hanks or Tom Cruise, who would go?
I've spent a lot of time thinking about it because I love both of those Toms like dearly to the end of the earth. And I certainly know some people in this room disagree with me. on one or both counts.
Wait, no, it's between you two. But I'm gonna ask my co-host Sally.
Yeah.
Sally, who would you get rid of?
Oh, I like co-host. You bumped me up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You got a promotion.
If you could murder them
Oh,
both,
it's a
would you?
shame I
Would you?
can't stay here longer. Would I be running the podcast by the end of this?
Yeah. Now this is a Sally Rushbrook
Producer.
podcast. Go on. Who would you get rid of? Just so these guys get time to think.
What are the two of them? Can I also get rid of like stuff they've done outside of the acting? Because then Tom Cruise, obviously, because of how good he's been
Oh,
with Scientology.
Scientology. Yeah, no, that would probably push me over to Cruise deletion.
Yeah, same here.
But
I think
like-
if we just talk about the movies, though.
Yeah, if it's just if
Yeah.
it's
Just the
body of
movies,
work.
Just the movies.
I'm so loud. I'm so
I don't
quiet.
want to be the first person to.
Oh yeah,
answer
I'll answer it. I'll answer it. You know.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, we know what
Fucking
you're
Tom,
gonna say.
sorry, I shouldn't be swearing. Tom Cruise is gonna get a big red delete. Like, you know, boof. I would get rid of him and his work so freaking quickly.
But
I would just be
why,
like,
though?
"Pew!" The Mummy.
The Mummy.
You are never gonna get forgiven for The Mummy. The
Yeah.
Mummy was the biggest piece of shit, and it destroyed a whole dark universe that I can't remember who. Universal.
Yeah, the verse.
Yeah,
this was
Universal
the,
gonna
like,
do?
the Mummy reboot that they made
Yeah,
a couple of years back
yeah.
with Tom Cruise.
And the
Yeah.
whole like, my man fell. The plane crashed and he survived. I'm like, sorry, can we speak about this? Like, it's such a bad film. The plot, it goes, and nothing makes sense. And at the end, he's like, yeah, I just got the powers, so I'm just gonna go travel the world. Makes sense.
Look, I'm gonna agree with you that that film did not match up to the early '90s Mummy or the late '90s Mummy. That was a classic.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Classic.
I was so gutted because the trailer, again, I
Brendan
got
Fraser.
pulled in by a trailer. I keep getting pulled in by good freaking trailers, which basically says the whole film. And it was just so annoying. And the female protagonist was essentially like, oh, I can't do anything. I'm really smart, but I just need saving all the time.
Who
I'm
was
like,
that?
you're just
Cara
putting down
Delevingne,
women.
something like that?
Hmm?
I'm thinking of fucking.
I don't know. She was just this blonde chick who I've seen in a few things, but like, she had no substance, no character development. And it was just building up for a cinematic universe.
I thought
they
it
didn't
was
put any
Annabelle
content
Wallis.
in.
That's it.
Yeah.
Annabelle Wallis.
So
She
annoying.
was
So-
from Malignant.
Okay, can I counter what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
If you get rid of Tom Cruise, you lose
Mission Impossibles.
Tropic Thunder.
No, he's
Yeah.
not.
Yes.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, you
don't.
do.
No,
That's
you
a
don't.
film
Any
with
film
Tom
he's
Cruise.
been in, it gets
Wait,
erased.
wait. You're putting different rules in now.
No.
You're saying,
I've got
you're saying
problems.
lead.
They've been
You're
in.
saying lead or
No.
Yeah.
Anything they've been in
No,
gets
no, yeah, yeah.
deleted.
I need to think about this.
I do love Tropic Thunder, but that
Tropic
is actually
Thunder.
one of my biggest issues with
Yeah.
Tom Cruise's
Tom Cruise,
performance.
so
Is that
you would keep it
that
that.
fucking film?
You lose Magnolia,
No,
which
fuck
you
that.
don't mind.
Oh wait! Oh no! Wind
Bun
back
it.
a second.
Bun
Oh,
it.
Wait,
You
you've
know
seen,
what?
You've seen Magnolia.
No.
She ain't seen
Bun
Magnolia.
it.
That's why she's
Bun it.
saying
Oh,
that.
right,
Bun
right,
it.
right.
Bun
Okay,
a few
hold on a
good
minute.
men. Bun that. Top Gun. Bun that. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
but you know what? I did watch a bit of Maverick, and I was like, oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad.
This is wild. I
It's
just
not bad.
like.
Wait.
It's not bad.
Hang
But
on
then
a minute.
again,
Wait,
Tom
wait.
Hanks, man.
Toby
Castle.
Maguire. That means Cooper Gooding Jr. does never get an Oscar as well.
You know what? After his since then, he's the only thing I think of him doing is Rat Race. So like, I don't mind him
You
losing.
don't
that.
get risky business.
Nope.
No sliding across the
No,
floor in your
I'll
socks.
do
in
it
the
myself.
shirt,
I don't
like,
need him. I don't need him. But then again, Tom Hanks, like big,
Days of Thunder.
like that's our. We grew up with Tom Hanks, you know, like and his weird laugh.
What's your favourite Tom Hanks film?
yeah.
You
think
know
of Tom
what?
Hanks.
I think it is Big. Big is one of my favorites, and then
Oh.
and then it's actually calm your.
No, it's not me.
Your
These
chuddies.
two have a thing
Yeah,
about
I
big.
just-
no, I've got real problems
Yeah,
with
it's
this.
well dodged. Like you think about it, the
Is
woman,
it?
the
Yeah,
woman.
is it well
He's
dodged?
like he's 13. Like calm down, love. But also what the Thingy Express, Forrest Gump. Like he's
What
done some good
Express?
shit. Freaking
The Polar
Cut-
Express.
The
that
Arrival.
terrible Spielberg
I freaking love that film. The Arrival, where he's stuck in the airport. Love it.
Oh,
So,
no,
like,
that's
All the things you decided to
yeah.
me you
Yeah.
hate is the
Yeah,
ones
okay,
that
okay.
she's quoted as like.
So I was having a conversation with you
Yes.
last week where you were like,
Like 3 days ago.
let's talk about some Tom Hanks movies, and I was like, I like most of his films where he
Apart
plays like a straight guy with like a straight
Road to
haircut,
Perdition.
and you know what I mean, like a tie, and he's
Yeah.
always got his top bun on. Like,
Catch
you know,
Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can.
Dude,
Road to
Green
Perdition,
Mile.
Green Mile.
Come on, Green Mile.
Captain Phillips,
Mm.
Sully, like all you know, these are great. The ones that I specifically hate is Forrest Gump.
The character roles.
yeah.
Well, he's putting it on.
Where'd you land on
Big.
Castaway?
Castaway.
No, I'm not a fan of Castaway.
Castaway, I feel like is a very convenient film. Like,
Convenient film. Man stuck on an island for 5 years.
yeah, but
It's
like,
convenient.
he just happens to then get saved. I
It's
feel like
it's the definition of the word Oscar bait, though. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Like,
100%.
it's
Oh
not
yeah,
like
Oscar
one
bait, but
yeah.
like it has to be
Yeah.
at least good to be.
But
Oscar
so's
bait.
Dune. Dune's a freaking Oscar bait.
Dune?
Yeah, Dune. Oscar bait's a
I will fight you about how bad
Dude.
Dune is now.
dude. Of course, I think Dune's like
I
meh.
prefer the,
Dude is meh.
the David Lynch version of that he's taken
This
off his
is like
own
another
name.
fight that we have to have.
I know,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
bro.
sorry,
No,
So I
it's-
can
Spiral.
talk about for hours.
Spiral.
About
It's
this
good
specifically.
you're teeing up
Yeah.
several more words
I
of-
shall
Write down notes, yeah.
Keep notes
Next
of the
time.
Yeah,
points
yeah.
of conflict.
The David Lynch Dune is very close to my heart, but it is objectively a terrible film.
Oh,
So
yeah.
much so that David Lynch removed his name.
But you got to remember,
That's
it
harsh.
was the 80s, man.
Elements.
They didn't have what you have today in terms of technology, and he wanted to make a 4 or 5 hour film,
David Lynch
which you
did
could have
not-
done today.
I love David Lynch. He did not understand the point of the book. Like,
But
he
I
just
don't
didn't
think they
clock
have
it.
understood the point of the book in this film
Of
either.
course they have.
No,
It's so
Oh,
clear.
I want to hear him say jihad once.
No, they didn't say that because of the
No.
PC crowd.
So how is it you're not representing none of the book when
woke
when one of the biggest points is
Huh?
is
It's
the
a holy
mixture
war. They
of,
say the
of all
word holy
the
war in the
yeah
film.
Hollywood.
The same shit. It's the jihad directly translates to holy war.
Yeah, it does.
Like, dudes, motherfuckers leading a group of people.
Sorry. Over her head, she's like, no,
Have you
it's
seen
gonna
it?
win.
Have you seen
Yeah, I did. I went to the lie back, slide down cinema.
Yeah.
I watched 1 and 2, and I was like, they're very pretty, but I was so annoyed. But every time like the main lady looked at the camera, I was like, I'm like, can we choose our sound correctly at certain moments?
Mad.
I was
It's
just
mad.
picking.
It's mad,
that.
yeah,
I was
it's
just
mad that
picking.
this is your
Every-
fault.
I remember they did that.
Yeah,
I
they
think
did.
making
She was
it
like,
up.
They did that a couple of times.
It was all the time, and I got to a point
Uvulating.
where I kept my friend. I kept staring at her and being like, It just reminded me of watching like Xena or something.
Well,
you
do you know,
know,
like- do you
back
know,
in
like-
the day where you're trying to show like a woman in the desert. You know,
Yeah.
welcome friend. You know, it's
Or do
just
you know, like sometimes, like on 24 or something, and they'd cut to like some, kind of downtown in the Shuk in like some unidentified kind of Muslim country.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
we're looking for the terrorists, and like, it's, the scene opens up at this location. It's like,
I'm just like, oh my god, it's so annoying.
They're
But
beautiful. They're
it's
absolutely beautiful
it's a beautiful film, no doubt.
Oh,
But
beautifully shot.
I had to like obviously watch YouTube videos to explain, okay, what was going on, what's happening,
Fair.
because I'm not going to read these books. I'm definitely not going to read it when he becomes like a worm god. I'm like, nah, allow that.
I
So-
don't think they're gonna make that film. It's, yeah.
the worm
but-
god. Do you not think they're gonna make him the
Well,
Leo the second?
Leo the second. Because isn't the plot of Dune is basically that he turns into a massive sandworm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dune,
Becomes-
Arrakis becomes
becomes
like a
water.
green, lush
Yeah.
planet, and then he like fucks everything on Dune within an inch of his life. It's like a real sexy book. And he rules,
As a worm.
Yeah, he rules with like a kind of like a sexy iron fist. Where he's like, everyone, I'm gonna lead you guys to this kind of
Instead of Bene Gesserit,
to the
Bene-
golden
Bene
path. But in
Gesserits,
order to
there's-
do that, I do need to be
there's
having
an
sex
order
with
of
every
like
creature on this planet.
female fighter
Yeah.
nuns that protect
way.
the
Frank Herbert. was
Okay,
a-
I'm
was
about
a
to say
grease
something
ball.
crazy. Okay, I enjoyed Foundation season 1 and 2 more than
No.
June.
No.
100%.
No.
100%.
No.
100%. And you know how much I hated that main girl's acting. I think Foundation season 1 and 2 was better than June. I'm sorry.
I'm not
I'm
sure we're
sorry.
related.
That's
I'm
the
not
way
sure
the
this
cookie
is my
the cookie
sister.
crumbles.
I've
Kevin.
yeah.
So let me say something, right?
Here you guys.
This Foundation had the same level of anthologization
Mm.
as fucking American Gods,
Mm.
where the plot was never moving forward. When they spent 3 episodes that all ended on the same seconds, I was like, I'm out. But I still kept watching.
Same.
And
Fucking
and,
American Gods
and now
was
it's been
bad. It's
cancelled
terrible.
with the bad guy winning and the main protagonist dead. I'm like, yeah, I'm not. Anyway, I'm saying Foundation is like that. I feel like it's trying to build up for a lot of things like Game of Thrones used to, without any sight of completing
is there
some
a
of their
jar
plot
somewhere
lines.
for
And I
Game of
just sorry.
Is there a jar anywhere for Game of Thrones?
Yeah, no. So basically, I have a Game of Thrones jar. Every time I mention Game of Thrones, I got to put money in the jar.
Oh, really?
But it's overspilling now because it
Still so
cost me
glad
so
I've
much.
never seen that.
Can
show.
you
Are
keep
you
the microphone
kidding?
when you say,
I
"Oh, really?"
waited.
Wait,
because I was
wait,
like,
wait,
no,
wait.
because I
I'm
saw.
joking.
Like, do you remember like when everyone was talking about like Breaking Bad and The Wire?
Oh,
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah, and I was watching them, at the time when everyone was chatting about them. But then and then I got screwed over by Lost, like much of us did.
Oh.
Let's not talk about that because I'd rather not bring it up. It's bad.
The
memory.
writers' strike fucked up. We'll just put it out of that.
Sure.
Oh.
But
then-
Heroes.
Yeah, I never saw Heroes.
Oh.
But then Game of Thrones came out. Everyone was talking about it. I was like,
Sean Bean,
let me
he
give
can't
this
die,
a
he's on
couple
a poster.
seasons because I ain't getting
He
done
always
again.
dies.
Like Lost. Then
That's what he
Game of
does
Thrones
in
finishes,
things.
and everybody comes to me. They're like, "Oh my god, it's like the worst fucking ending to a television show I've ever seen." So I just decided, cool, I don't need to watch it.
Okay, all right. I can honestly say this.
Apparently
honestly.
you got to wait around 5 seasons for some fucking dragons to show up or some shit.
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
First
I
season,
think
with their little
honestly, you
rabbit
would
size.
really like Game of Thrones.
No, I
You
don't think I
you would
would.
really like it until about season 5. The problem is, they, like Alex has told me many times, they run out of content and then it becomes fan fiction
Right.
and then it starts kind of spiraling. But
that's
even
mad
to this
because
day,
isn't
I watched.
George R.R. Martin writing these
He's
books in
alive.
real time.
My man's alive.
Yeah.
No.
the bit-
The first one came out in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
And the last book came out in 2011, and he still
Yeah.
hasn't.
He's still
We've been
not
waiting
writing,
for
yeah.
this Dance of Dragons.
No.
No, I think it
Winds
might
of
be
Winter.
Do you know why this is?
1999.
Because
actually.
George R.R.
Which winner?
Martin only writes his books on a computer from like 1992.
Yeah, it's got Matrix, everything.
All
Yeah,
it
it's got no
takes,
spell check.
But
all
he's
it
writing-
takes is one, and then that's just gone.
But he does go through a lot of edits, and I've been. It's not a blog site.
Yeah.
He's projected that he may be finished in the next 5 years.
He says that every year.
I know, and so I'm like, you know what? People that have died in the time that were big fans and will never get to see the end of this story. I feel
Yeah.
sorry for them, but he's projected to keep bringing out books until 2029.
Let me tell you, I'm sorry. He's not gonna make it.
Wow.
He's not gonna make it.
So me and my sister going to hell, right?
Alex
I think that's what's pushed her over that one ledge, the purgatory ledge. The purgatory door's gonna shut in her
and I
face.
both we're going down, but we'll have a drink in hand, as the escalators is leading to the depths, and we're just gonna heckle people and be like, "Yeah, you son of a bitch." Yeah. So it should be fine. But Lost had worse endings.
Yeah.
Worse than Game of Thrones.
Okay.
So if you can do that, definitely watch Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, but I didn't want to do Lost. You know what I mean?
Can-
Like when I started,
Because it was
I didn't-
viral. It was the
Yeah.
first viral
But
thing. Because it was
I
like,
feel
what
like
happened
Game
this
of
week?
Thrones is like really good in the beginning. It really holds you in. It's quite good, but then it just really,
Yeah, I haven't got the time or the care to invest.
What, Game of
in-
Thrones?
Yeah, no.
I would
At
say,
least Heroes. At least watch Heroes.
Can
Season
I-
1 Heroes was
I
so
might watch
good.
it.
my
It was
friend,
so
my
good.
friend. The thing is, I would tell anyone to watch the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones because the acting's quite high quality and there's plausibility. Like a character you see here will show up a few episodes later that you thought was insignificant.
Right.
Like you have to watch all the background characters, all the secondary characters.
Mm-hmm.
It was very well hashed out.
Yeah,
for
Dan
the
and Dave
first-
did a good
For
job.
the first 5 seasons, then they basically after season 2 or 3 they started cutting out some major plot lines.
They
which
got popular.
which they could have reintroduced, but I felt like it actually was like, well, all the fans love these 2 plot lines, and we're gonna develop those. Whereas there was characters and also, you got high fantasy where everyone's magic, and you got low fantasy where there's some magic.
Yeah.
This is a low fantasy thing where there is a character who was supposed to come back in Game of Thrones, and they didn't bring her back.
Right.
And her character develops as to being quite a pivotal one later on. Even though she's a main character to start off with, she dies,
Right.
but she's brought back by Mirren Trant, the
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
There's a priest that can bring people back to life by kissing them.
Yeah. And actually, you know what? You should watch it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely should watch
And
it.
he's played.
Think
He's,
about it now.
he's
I
played
may
by
rewatch
Dennis
it.
Pennis,
Oh, okay.
not Mirren Trant. Who was the guy? Anyway, the character is played by the Dennis Pennis from the 90s.
Yeah.
What's that
Yeah.
actor's name? You can look it up. Dennis
Paul
Pennis.
K.
Paul K. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul K. Paul K. in GOT
All I'm hearing is
played.
podcast.
Paul K.
Okay.
You know, we've gone completely
It's
off.
really off
Do you know what I mean?
track.
But this
Yeah.
is this
So
is.
easy.
When do you have to leave, by the way?
Oh, in about 10 minutes or so.
Okay. Did we?
She's really pushing it. She should have left like 15 minutes ago.
15 minutes.
15
Ago.
minutes.
Okay.
Okay. So, I don't know where we were.
We were at the Tom
Forest
off.
of Mir, that's who he plays.
Yeah, the Tom
Uh,
off. That sounds
yeah.
really.
Oh yeah, okay.
Sounds
So
like an
now she
OnlyFans.
said she's going with Cruise.
Yeah. You're gonna destroy Tom Cruise.
Yeah, easy.
Destroy.
Yeah.
You losing.
Yeah.
But no, she had to think about it.
No, I thought about it. Now I'm
Tropic
okay
Thunder.
to lose Tropic Thunder.
Okay.
Because
so
you know what?
Okay.
Robert Downey Jr. still would have come back with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. So I'm okay with his career.
Okay. So let me. Ooh.
Yes, cats in
Okay.
it.
Okay. So let me just
She was a
reel off
fight.
some
Yeah,
things that we're going to lose,
Okay.
seeing as you decided to murder Tom Cruise.
I'm really sorry, but you're gonna
Brutally,
see
I'm assuming.
you're gonna see
He's a
the lack of
thunderer.
emotion for me because I just want him to go.
We're
Just to
losing
back
risky
up a
business.
point.
Yeah. And
I'm pretty sure we all love risky business.
no.
Oh my god.
It's
with
risky, though.
Legend.
Oh no! The only good bit about that was what's his name?
The
Tim
devil
Curry.
guy.
Yes.
Yeah, Tim Curry.
He
Yeah.
was
Top
devil
Gun.
Tim Curry is
Top Gun,
almost
which
the
you've
best thing in everything.
which you've not
Yeah,
seen.
he is.
I know. Firstly, I've seen
Hello,
the most
children.
gayest bits, and I love it.
Right, the
And
gayest bits of Top
and you know
Gun.
what? The best bit of it is Val Kilmer just being like really hot,
But I'm
playing
just saying, you're
beach
saying like the
volleyball.
gayest bits of Top Gun when the majority of Top Gun is pretty fucking gay. Like,
I think
so, for the bit where, like,
no, have
he's
you
lying
seen
in
the
bed with a
intro
woman.
scene
Yeah.
where it's like the danger zone and it's just men handling
It's
fucking
like,
rope
hey,
on an aircraft carrier.
we're
Yeah,
guys.
it's just like it's,
Yeah, but
it's
still, it can go.
muscle.
It can go.
Oh, okay.
Can I just say, from my perspective, that there is a bit of Tom Hanks I wish he never did, and it's
Oh, yeah.
the Dan Brown series of books.
I don't know how I feel about like
Inferno.
Philadelphia as well.
What do you mean? All right, okay. Firstly, I've got something about Philadelphia.
Here we go. Here we go.
Firstly, it's a Denzel Washington movie
Yeah.
because Tom Hanks plays about 2 minutes in the movie. If he wasn't the first guy to play someone with AIDS, then it wouldn't be as big as it
I
was.
feel like he got loads of awards for that.
He got an Oscar for
Yeah.
fucking being in the bed the whole movie, where Denzel Washington was working around trying to get over himself, trying to get over his inability. There's this part in the shop where this gay guy's like, "Thank you for helping the cause." He's like, "Get away from me," and that's how black men were at the time. And he had to
Yeah.
go through that, and he's gone through a story, an arc. He's gone through a learning. Most of the learning, most of the growing is Denzel Washington's character
Yeah.
in Philadelphia. It's just that at the time he had never had a character with AIDS in film. Being gay as well, being gay and being the main character.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, sorry, that's my energetic thing.
I don't think it's a great film. Like, it doesn't age very well in the way
No.
it kind of portrays stuff. But one thing I did read about it at one point was that they did hire a lot of people on the cast, the crew, and
That were part of the scene.
cast, and part of it were actually gay people, and they're openly gay people and hired for it.
That's
I
at that
think-
time. That's
That's
huge.
pretty cool.
I honestly,
That's huge.
Yeah.
that was really big for that time, honestly, and we went. I feel like the film industry, the people behind the camera, a lot of those people felt good that the things were being said.
Yeah.
Then you
So,
have me too.
mate,
Like,
I'm still on the Tom Hanks side. Like,
So the one reason I'm going to have to murder Tom Hanks
Okay.
instead of Tom Cruise is because of one Tom Cruise film which I can't live without,
okay.
and I know you're going to argue with me.
what?
It is my favorite. It is my favorite Kubrick film, and it's Eyes Wide Shut. If I get rid of Tom Cruise, we don't get Eyes Wide Shut, and that is, at least in my opinion, the best Stanley Kubrick movie.
Oh, wow, yeah.
But but
Not the
I know
space
you
ones.
disagree.
You're not the first person I've met who believes that. And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's a terrible film. I think it's actually quite a lot more interesting than people give it credit for. But
it's also pretty
you know,
sexy.
The Shining exists.
The Shining does
and
exist, but
Yeah, I
there's-
was gonna
there's
say-
absolutely something that
was gonna
keeps
say The
me
Shining,
coming
like
back to Eyes Wide Shut. The
2001.
fact that Nicole Kidman is in it.
Yeah,
with him.
2001. I was
I
like,
feel sorry for Nicole Kidman because I'm just like, girl, you do not.
Well,
look
apparently
happy.
this
She's a
film,
millionaire.
this Kubrick
That's-
film was the reason that
they broke up because
Yeah.
there's so much sex with
Yeah.
my own husband. Oh my god.
Well, no, there's some really weird moments in the film.
There's a
but,
lot of
you know,
stuff
there's
behind
that-
the
there's-
scenes.
There's
The
a
whole
scene where
thing,
Nicole
yeah.
Kidman wakes
Eyes
up
Wide
and
Shut
she's
was
like,
fun.
"Yo, I just kind of dreamt that I was cheating on you with like 3 men."
Yeah.
And they're kind of like, she's semi-naked for a good chunk of the film, but it's incredibly slow. It's really moody, and there's some tits in it. But I mean, other than that, it's my favourite Tom Cruise performance. It's my favourite Nicole Kidman performance. My favourite Stanley Kubrick film, and I don't know what I'd do if that didn't exist.
How many times have you watched it? What's the
6 or
frequency?
7, probably.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Like,
I
try to-
can't. I can't
like,
besmirch
I
your
watch it
favorite
most
film. Like, you know.
Christmases because it's quite a Christmas movie.
Oh,
Even though it is moody and slow, there's a lot of Christmas lights on it.
okay.
Can I chime in a bit with the, like, if you get rid of Tom Hanks,
Yeah.
there is The Man with One Red Shoe, Splash, Money Pit.
I could do
Dragnet.
Alex,
Yeah,
Bridge of
yeah.
Lies.
You really want
Bridge
to
of
lose
Spies.
Toy Story,
Yeah, that's
though?
It's a good
Toy
film.
Story. Oh, you can't lose Toy Story.
Toy
man.
Story.
Can't lose Toy Story.
Alex, Toy
Turner and
Story.
Hooch. You can't lose Turner and Hooch, man.
I'd rather lose Turner and Hooch.
I'm
than
joking,
Toy
those.
Story.
That thing you do.
Elvis.
Have you
Oh,
got
that
mail?
thing you do.
That means Dave
You
Chappelle
got
doesn't.
mail.
That means Dave Chappelle doesn't get a
Dude,
character.
Sleepers in Seattle. Nah, definitely.
Shut
Sorry.
up. You
yes,
hate.
Yes,
that-
yes.
She
I love
lied.
Sleepers.
She
Alex, I
hates-
don't.
you
Alex,
hates that movie.
Alex, I don't like go. You got mail.
You've
I-
never sat through. You've actually
don't-
left the
I'm
room
not a
every
fan
time
of-
we tried to watch Sleeping
No,
Slayer.
'cause- no,
Because Mum
Alex-
loves that film.
Alex, I like Sleepers in
No,
Seattle.
you don't
Mum
love
used-
Se-
Alex,
What
Mum
happens?
used to do
What
my
happens?
hair.
What happens? What happens?
All right, so you got this guy who lost his wife and he's got a kid, and you've got
What's the
this
kid's name?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember.
Jonah. Everyone knows Jonah.
I don't know.
Yeah, go on.
So this kid is like she calls into a thing
What thing?
because she's like, my dad is really sad, and
calls
this
it a radio
woman
show.
hears it, and she's like, she resonates with that guy's situation, and then it sort of sparks up a long distance relationship, and they decide to meet Empire State. I want to say it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's the end of the movie.
You said explain it. You didn't say fucking scene by scene.
Not just the plot, a general plot of like.
You're just upset that I did it.
Okay,
So,
that sounds like the plot.
So yeah, Tom Cruise lives. There you go. Bang.
Right, yeah, I mean, I've got to disagree with you there.
My
but
thing
sure.
with Tom Cruise, on the Tom Cruise side, is that there's like maybe one film he dies in, maybe two. This guy will never die in a movie.
Oh.
Up until like maybe 5 years ago, he was not dying.
Yeah.
You got the Edge of Tomorrow, where he dies
Dies
100
multiple
times, but still comes
continues
back.
to live. Yeah, yeah.
Right? Oblivion.
Yeah.
There's a million of him on
I
a
refuse
spaceship.
to watch that film. It looks so bad.
Do you know what? I didn't mind it. Actually, Mum bought
They spent a
DVD.
lot of money on it, didn't they?
Yeah,
No, it's
not great.
a post-apocalyptic, and it was and like the story about how the aliens took over. Actually, was quite like heart-wrenching.
It ticks all my boxes generally, but it just looked so badly made.
It ticks all your boxes.
It does, yeah. I mean, I like all of that.
I'm trying to
It
think
wasn't
of-
bad. It reminds me of like Scientology rubbish, like After Earth, you know, or Battleship Earth.
No, but
Battlefield
there's
Earth. You know,
plenty
I'm
of
just
films
like, ugh.
that do that though. There's plenty of films that do that. It felt like a play. You know, when someone like it's been a robot the whole life, and then all of a sudden it gets a little change, and everyone around them is like, "Why are you changing?" And he's like, "Well, what we supposed to do it this way?"
Like Wally.
Yeah, a bit like Wally. No, honestly, it's
Wally's
in
wicked.
fact, Wally and that have a lot more in common than you think. It's post-human existence on Earth. It's post
Like After Earth, or like
So-
65.
I'm just trying to look at through his films now. I was actually less than 10 when Toy Story came out. No, actually,
I want to like Tom Cruise. I do, because sometimes his
I was
acting is
10.
on point. Like literally 2 days ago, I watched War of the Worlds. I love
a good
rewatching
film.
that film. I really do.
which one? The Tom
People
Cruise
hate
one?
Yeah, the Tom
Yeah,
Cruise
people
one.
hate
I
it,
actually
but
really
it's
like
a-
that
it's a-
film.
it's a good
The
film.
only bit that I
That
hear about that
sun.
film is just Alex hit me high. What happened?
That's Hey!
That-
You
no,
went
you
low!
Alex, I'm shorter than you. This guy, he's meant to
I went
like
high.
modify the high.
You said, let's go
Not
high!
6 foot
I
2,
went high!
like, not
You
too
did-
high.
You did this!
Ow.
Bonfire the Vanities.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Sorry,
I'm
no,
going
no, don't fucking
All right,
fly
go,
over
go.
that.
I'm going to change it then.
War of
I'm
the
gonna change
Worlds.
it. I'm gonna
Interview
change
with the
No.
Vampire.
it. See, look. See, look.
The TV show is better.
Wait.
Yes, I said it. The
Okay,
TV
okay,
show
okay,
is
okay.
better.
You disagree, I know
Let me
you disagree.
The TV show is so freaking good. So
Alright.
freaking good.
Let me ask you this then.
Yes, Alex.
Would you keep Tom Hanks over Robin Williams?
No.
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 Would you keep
No.
Tom? Hey!
My love.
Well,
Thank you,
something
thank
we
you.
can agree on.
Thank you. Robin Williams every single time.
Yeah,
Hook.
yeah.
When he passed away, I literally felt
How
really
is
fucking
Hook
sad.
How is Hook your
Nah, you don't know about Hook.
What is wrong
You
with
don't
you?
know about Hook.
Hook is the one.
don't know about Hook,
is
man.
the
I've
one.
seen Hook. We've seen Hook.
Look,
But
I
like,
grew up
how
in
is that your defense of Robin Williams? Hook.
100% Hook.
Hook.
Marisha. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
For
But
the,
now
for the
we've
creeps
got
listening.
The
Yeah.
first time I've...
the creature in
My,
the
my
corner.
other sister's here, Marisha. I didn't introduce her at the beginning. Sorry.
She's
So
here.
nice. But Hook is so good. That's
Oh,
like my
legendary.
childhood
It's
soundtrack.
got both Phil Collins
Costumes.
and...
Dustin
Sorry.
Hoffman. Like, it's
Dustin Hoffman's
Is it Dustin Hoffman?
jankiest role.
oh my god, it's one of his best roles. And you've got Rufio, man. It's full
Oh
of
my God.
one-liners.
First
That
time I
film
saw
was
someone
like 2.5
die.
hours long.
It's
Hook just-
worth it. You know what? It should have been longer. It should have been longer.
And I know I'm on my own.
And first time I saw
And
real life
it's
mermaids
all
on a
on
movie,
my own.
that was it. That was it for me. That
For
was
me,
it.
Robin Williams.
Robbie Williams from
Robin.
Take That.
No, I'm talking about Robin Williams.
'Cause he's done a
yeah.
few
We're
things.
talking about Robin Williams.
No, I'm saying...
Goodwill Hunting. Patch
Okay, no.
Adams.
How
Goodwill-
strong...
oh, yeah, I hear
no,
that.
no, I'm not.
No,
there's
what
no,
I'm
like-
asking, how strong are you on your sides? If I said, if you're Tom Hanks, would you have Robin Williams over Tom Hanks?
Ooh.
Would you have Robin Williams over Tom Cruise? That's the question I'm trying to ask.
That is a tricky one.
Okay, can I say something really honestly? I think something
Yes,
happened.
no answer, like.
No, something happened to Robin Williams. I think it was his divorce.
Robbie or Robin?
Robin
I'll
Williams,
just- I'm
Alex.
hearing
Robin
Robin.
Williams. He had a divorce, and it seems like he spiraled, and he started taking like rubbish roles and started doing rubbish films.
Well,
So I
23
feel
hour
like
photo.
No, that was a great film. What are you talking about?
I feel
yeah,
I
really
feel like-
no.
It's a
Alex,
dark role.
1
for
hour
him.
photo. It's a great film. It's one of my
It's a dark
favorite.
film
It is a
for
dark.
somebody
Alex.
that is a comedic actor. That's why I was.
He
saying
always
that.
used to make
Alex.
shit films.
So
though.
Cat-
Toys.
Cat
You ever
says
seen
something
Toys?
That's good.
It's a
I like
weird
toys.
film.
it's a
Very
really there's something happened in his career, and I felt like he fell off, and then I wasn't engaged in what he was producing, what he was coming out with, what he was starring in. Pre that fall off, it was like golden stuff, stuff that was our childhood, like even Flubber,
Yeah. I like Flubber. That's my favourite.
like again, like you said, Patch Adams.
Yep.
It was just full of gold, even Mork and Mindy.
I love Mork and
Well,
Mindy.
Mark-
So I
Yeah.
I love Mork and
only
Mindy.
found out 2 days ago that it's a spin-off from Happy Days.
What?
That's
You didn't
crazy.
see it? Oh
So
man,
did
I
you
knew
know-
that from the
I
start.
didn't even know. I
So
didn't even know
because
that.
of the Mork
'Cause-
and Mindy trivia.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
Malcolm. Yeah, so basically, I remember I used to watch Happy Days like it was fresh on, but it was
Yeah.
obviously repeated like several times. And having Robin Williams in there, I was like, oh shit, Robin Williams. It's like some fake alien. They weren't sure if
Yeah.
it's alien or not.
Mm.
And then they made a spin off. It was
Yeah.
that good a character that they made a spin off just for this character being a bit eccentric and a
So
bit
did-
nuts. And yeah, maybe he's an alien. And I'm like, that is so smart. That's the first time. That Bobby Westfall universe are going about where every film, every TV show in America is connected by cameos.
Yeah, there's
Basically-
like a really big.
Yeah,
I think it's General Hospital or something.
Saint
links-
Elsewhere.
Yeah.
There's a kid from the last episode.
Yeah, who pretended
made-
that he dreamed everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it was a bit-
For like the entire previous season.
Yeah,
Like the last episode of the
So-
last season, the kid wakes up and he's like, it was all a fucking
Yeah.
dream, all the characters.
all the characters. So
Absolutely
basically,
crazy. That's
so,
so crazy.
so
Dumbest
basically,
thing I've ever
all
Oh my
American TV
God. It
is
was
a
all a
dream by this
dream.
By
kid,
this
by
one kid,
Bobby
yeah, because
Westfall.
people have been figuring out the cameos from Saint Elsewhere, like
They all
spider
split
out.
cameo
into-
to something
yeah,
else.
yeah, yeah.
You've even got Frasier and it goes back to Cheers, and then
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
from Cheers was on something that was older than Cheers that makes
Like
Cheers
Taxi or
Still
something.
part of the same dream.
Yeah, Taxi.
Yeah.
I think it might be Taxi
Yeah.
actually.
Taxi,
You might be
Taxi.
right.
It was
But-
around that time, wasn't it?
So,
But yeah. Oh, sorry. Go for it.
So did you know that Mork and Mindy was the first multi-camera sitcom?
No.
The first sitcom to use more than one camera,
Good
and the
shot.
reason for that being was that the director would ask Robin Williams to take a spot
Yeah.
and do his lines, and he would not stand still. So the dude's just like, fucking get
Bounce, bounce,
me
bounce.
2 more cameras in,
Yeah.
and just keep them on Robin, and we'll just cut through them later, and then that's how they
Guys,
started doing it.
we'll just say goodbye to Sally. She has to go to a
Oh,
comedy
no, we
thing.
didn't even get.
What
It
did we
has
do?
been delightful. When it comes to the main topic of discussion,
Give us your opinions
I'm
quickly.
on Mickey's side.
Okay.
Do you want to
That's all
expand
we
on
wanted
those
to-
opinions
that's
at
all
all?
we wanted to say.
Okay, let's quickly go Dark Crystal. Dark Crystal. Mickey wrote in. No, he spoke in to my
Do you
sister.
want to play that voice note?
I
Well,
could do. 1 second.
You
Let's
got
see.
time though. You got time.
Give me 1 second. 1 second. Basically,
Yeah.
I was trying to string it out so we have more things to talk about, but we have too much to talk about. Sorry, give me a second. I've got it here in the favorites.
Sounds and favourites.
Yeah, what's up, Kat? A long-time listener, first-time complainer.
Oh dear, I'm not even heard
I
this.
mean, please, so kind of like,
Like
the
medium
Dark
drunk.
Crystal, there's a real problem that you got with it, even though you ain't seen it. That's the problem is that you directly assaulted kind of my fandom. Yeah, I don't know. Like, you can't really do anything worse to somebody in 2024.
I was like,
Insult their fandom.
Them's a
Offhand as well.
You know?
Yeah. It wasn't kind of like, I seen it and I didn't think it was any good. It was like, you just assumed it would be some kind of retro 80s rehash when that's so because it's such bullshit. Like, it was made
I was
by the
heated.
son
Let me.
of the man who made the original film.
Heated.
All of the lore was already written for this television show in the 1980s, and Netflix unceremoniously cancelled it before its time. Even though we just needed one more season, because I don't know.
all right, pause it, Alex, because we. Yeah.
I think that gets the gist.
Thank you so much.
So Sally's official position is that she likes the show, and everything Kathleen says about Dark Crystal pre-watching it was so wrong.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I
offensive.
don't know everything she's going to say, so I can't prejudge.
Yeah, no, but what she said. Oh, yeah.
No, but what she said.
Originally.
Like, in
Previously.
terms of it, yeah, I mean, it's a brilliant piece of work.
You're a crystallite
I am.
or crystallish. What did you say? You're dark crystallish? No, if there was clans, it'd be.
Gelfling.
Oh, she's Gelfling. Okay.
I mean, they're the chill ones.
Okay, I thought they're the ones that get themselves gelfed.
They do get eaten.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Sally.
Okay.
There you go.
Bye.
Have fun, Sal.
Okay. Do you mind if I start off?
Please.
Okay. So, just so we saying it clearly, I after hearing that voice note, I realised that you're completely right. I am judging something without actually watching it, and to have an honest opinion, I'm gonna watch it. So I when was that sent? It was like a Thursday night or a Friday night or something.
Yeah, it's a Thursday, Friday morning.
Yeah, and I literally that weekend I binged the whole thing.
Did you watch the film?
I watched the film when I was a kid, and I thought about maybe watching it because I didn't know where it sat.
Right.
So I thought, let me just watch it and go from my childhood memories and da-da-da. And then when I realised that how good it was, I had to stop watching it and wait until I knew that we could all meet and have a thing. So I actually only finished the last episode today.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Because I realised that it needed to be fresh.
Yeah.
And I didn't know when we would meet, and I didn't want to I couldn't bring up 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago that passion.
That's a real professional approach. I really appreciate that, Kathleen.
Yeah, well there you go. Kat does it sometimes, but sometimes. So I rewatched. I watched the last episode today, and I still stand by what I now think that is a really amazing piece of work. The only problem is that I'm not sure who it was aimed for. I feel like in some ways it was aimed for the fandom, like you're saying, but I feel like they were trying to bring in new people as well.
I think so. Jim Henson, obviously very famous for, we all know the shit he was famous for, Muppets, and basically the Muppets. So he built a career on making young kids kind of television shows. And for the longest time, as far as I can tell, he wanted to do some kind of high fantasy. So he loved shit like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars would have been out at this time, and and all of this kind of stuff. So it showed that yes, there was an audience, and perhaps they were a slightly older audience than than what he was used to. And he'd never done anything like this before, but the amount of passion in the film does show through, even though it's a bit janky at times, and it does feel a bit homebrew. And obviously they're all puppets, so you can see, there's a couple of slip-ups and stuff. But as far as I can tell, the Dark Crystal was aimed at an older age than the people that were watching Sesame Street or the Muppets or whatever it is.
At the time.
But at the same time, it's
like
kind
contemporarily
of like
when it first came out.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
Yeah. But at the same time, you have that situation where it's like, I think it's, what do I call it? It's like the Indiana Jones 2 problem. Everybody loves Indiana Jones 1. Indiana Jones 2 is actually my personal favourite book. Whatever. Okay, sure. So people don't like Indiana Jones 2 because it goes too far.
How does it go too far?
No, I don't like it because it's long.
It is long,
That's
but
too
also
far.
No. Too far is like Kalima. No, like
Kalima.
Sometimes I do that occasional part, and I'm like, I'm gonna take your heart out.
But you got people eating monkey brains in it. You got
it's
people,
like culturally
you got people
insensitive.
sacrificing. You got people sacrificing the heart. There are moments if you're an 8-year-old kid,
Obi-Wan Cafe,
and you watch Indiana Jones 1. The only bit that would terrify you with the first with Raiders would obviously be your Nazi's face,
melting off.
Nazi's face melting off.
Stop
at the end.
motion.
But other than that, it's a super fun film. It's swashbuckling, it's all of that kind of stuff. Indiana Jones 2 is darker from the get-go. And it's interesting if you listen to what George Lucas and Steven Spielberg were talking about. They did a couple of interviews after it came out. They basically talked with each other, and they're like, we want to do another Indiana Jones film because we really enjoy the first one, and it's basically like an homage to all of the 50s westerns and shit that they grew up watching. And they were like, let's make this one just like a little bit darker, just like a little bit darker.
So how can the third one be so much better than the second one? I mean,
because they pulled back. So like in the second one, they were like, let's make it just a tad darker, and then they realised after they made the film that they went too far. They were like, oh shit, all of the the pulling the hearts, like Kali Ma, all of that shit, the monkey brains, all of the insensitivity, all of the really.
They tried to do the
stuff.
Quatermain thing, like instead of setting in Africa, set in India.
So then and then in the third one, they were like, let's bring it back a bit, let's make it more fun, funnier again. Let's give him a sidekick.
His dad.
I also thought that it didn't sit in the continuum very well because it's technically a prequel. And we've already been introduced to Indiana Jones, and we're used to him in a certain way, and then to see him in the second one being different, kind of like was a bit jarring. It was a bit jarring. It felt like it wasn't Indiana Jones as we knew it from
you don't
the
get
first
to
one.
grow because they're already in the situation where you get to see what they were doing, essentially, but you don't get to see them in a normal situation. Like
Yeah.
when he's a professor,
Yeah.
you know, he has to deal with girls all the
Yeah.
time, and he's just like trying to be professional. The FBI come to him for jobs.
Yeah.
They do that in the first and third film, but in the second film, he's already in the middle of trouble.
Yeah.
So I think it's, again, Indiana Jones, I think, obviously now because it's such a massive franchise and people love it so much, is, I think, at the time that it was made, yes, there was a lot of, there was some money poured into it. They were famous directors, but you forget how kind of homebrew and slapdash the whole thing was together. It wasn't, Indiana Jones wasn't really supposed to be a coherent character. It was supposed to be an excuse for, George Lucas and Steven Spielberg to do all of these mad stunts that they wanted to do.
Yeah.
As far as like the first film, they planned the stunts first, and then they were like, let's write some fucking Nazis into it after the fact, which you can tell, and it's fine because the stunts are amazing and it's still hilarious and it's got loads of humor in it. I still think it's the same with the second one. With the third one, they started to flesh it out a little bit more. But this is the thing that I'm saying about Dark Crystal, is that the Dark Crystal movie suffers from that same issue with Indiana Jones 2, where the author was like, I'm gonna make this just like a little bit scary to give it a bit more depth, and then realised that he just went too far
Yeah.
after the film came out.
I remember being a kid and watching Dark Crystal, and I remember like the Skeksis, the one who was like,
Terrifying, absolutely fucking terrifying.
scared the shit out
Now
of me.
played by Simon Pegg.
Oh, dude, I was so freaked out, and then watching Dark Crystal, the TV show on Netflix, and then hearing them. That freaks me. It
took you back, right?
It
Yeah.
brought me back, and I was like, "Oh shit, this guy's around." And then I realized that watching the first episode, it is a prequel.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Shit, maybe I should have watched the film because I didn't know what the Gelflings were. I couldn't remember what the Gelflings were because I remember there was a guy Gelfling and a girl Gelfling. I don't remember being like there were like loads. I just remember them two were on a mission.
The last
you know?
of their kind.
But then I was like, "Oh wait, how?" But in the TV series.
Yeah.
There's
very
fucking
tiny-
clans. There's clans, Alex. There are
although you
clans.
really
So
only
you've
care
got the
about
water clan.
The
you've got
problem
the
is,
sailor
though,
clan,
what
you've got
has
the air
happened, they
clan,
have to
you've got-
disappear. What causes them to disappear?
Alex, this is the thing.
Okay,
So watching it, I was like, oh shit. So this is watching before the storm.
Yeah.
This.
exactly.
So I
But you're
then
not going
got
to see
it.
the storm?
Wow, season two.
Motherfuckers should have
Do you know
given
what I mean,
us.
Alex?
So what I'm saying,
There ain't
Jesus.
no season 2 though. It's been
Jesus
cancelled. So
So
You know
in-
what? There's still
yeah.
hope. There's still hope.
well, Paramount might pick it up or some
It
shit.
ain't happening.
You know what?
Disney.
I still think
Absolutely. Do you know how much that season took to make?
a couple of mil.
Couple of mil.
Couple of mil.
$100 million.
Oh, it was worth it.
Goddamn.
Though.
It's the
It was worth it.
biggest puppet production
It was worth it.
ever made.
It was
in,
worth it.
in the
It
history
was
of
better than any Muppets
So it
film
goes in
since
the bin
Muppet Christmas Carol.
with that Lord of the Rings thing that did on Amazon. It goes
Rings
in
of
that,
Power.
that
Pretty much,
basket.
yeah. They spent
That
so
cheap
much money
basket
on
you
it.
go,
Not
when you
enough,
go to
yeah,
CEX,
exactly, yeah,
it's
yeah.
going to be in that shelf. With
Not,
it.
yeah, they spent too much money on it. Not enough people watched it, and then they're shitting out.
Do you know
on
what
second
Netflix
season.
should have been doing? They should be releasing Blu-rays, man, of their own productions.
I hear that, but I
Time's
think
been and gone for that now, though. Isn't
I
it?
think no one's
But
no
the-
one's buying it anymore.
All right,
and
vinyl's still vinyl in music is
Yeah, but that's
still
like
the
a
biggest,
fetish.
the biggest
Vinyl's like a
media.
fetish thing.
But
It
it's
is.
you get the experience. It's not just a fetish. You buy an album, you get some posters,
Yeah,
you
if
get
you buy
a
a
whole
Blu-ray
bunch of
these
stuff
days, you
that
get
comes with.
fuck all but the cover and the disc inside. There's
Yeah.
no like inserts or
That's
anything.
because you copy all of them. That's you. The last Blu-ray I got, it had director's edition.
You're talking about
had-
steelbooks or something.
No, it was actually Children of Men,
Oh,
and
cool.
it came with loads of versions of different cuts,
No way.
different music for the bits where they got inspiration for
Love
different
that film
scenes.
so much.
When they go into the Tate Modern to have a interview, there's a whole music thing, and I think it's like a Bowie song, and it's like
Right.
they go into why they picked that and everything like that. Really, and you get to see the on it takes. You know
It's
where
not the Tate
everyone.
Modern, it's
You see the
Battersea Power Station,
ping
isn't
pong
it?
scene where
Yeah.
they're doing the ping pong from mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
That scene and how the
In the
rig
car,
is.
yeah.
No, I like that. You get that with Children of Men, but no, you don't get anything else from DVD. You don't get it from Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix,
Yeah.
there could be a whole other
So
experience. that you
Netflix
could bring
did
in.
release a massive documentary about the making of the Dark Crystal
Yeah.
because it was such
I
a
saw that available, yeah.
yeah.
I really think that as a TV show, it was really good. I just, like I'm saying, I don't know who it was aimed for. And so how are you meant to know then who to attract
It's
if it's
aimed-
not
yeah.
directed correctly?
It
you
needs
know?
to get
it's-
on normal
The
it's straight up,
marketing
yeah.
was not there.
No, it wasn't.
You
there
know, and
because
it could have been there. This could have
I
been
remember
so
it coming
good.
out. It didn't.
people do remember it coming out.
Like,
But at the
but
same time,
I don't see
it was
what
absolutely squarely aimed at the fans.
yeah, it
and
wasn't on
yeah.
buses. You know what I mean? Like it
Jim
wasn't given
Henson-
the Stranger Thing.
So
bump.
Jim Henson had died. His kids
Kids.
are basically running the Jim
4 kids,
Henson
yeah,
company
yeah.
right at the moment.
Yeah.
And also, do you know who else was working on
Disney
the
owned it, you know.
puppets in?
They own the Muppets.
Mm.
Yeah.
and another Big Blue Bear in the House, something like that. They
Yeah.
own those two properties.
And do you know who else helped put together the film?
Frank Oz.
Was the baby from Labyrinth.
Shit, that baby.
Yeah.
Who is the baby from Labyrinth?
So the baby from Labyrinth. Let me find out.
Everyone's gonna type in
So I
"baby
was-
from
so I was
Labyrinth" on
really-
Google
so
it.
it's Toby Froud, F-R-O-U-D, and he's a puppeteer and worked on Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance.
How'd you go from being? I bet you one of his parents was a
But
puppeteer.
Labyrinth was also a Jim Henson film, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, Jim Henson film. That's something like
Yeah.
Toby Froud.
And
Yeah,
if you think
that's the
about it,
geezer.
Labyrinth was dark. It was a dark film. It
It
wasn't.
was dark. Yeah.
It wasn't.
I hate Labyrinth because I loved it as a kid, and then when I got to university, all the girls had watched it for the first time because they had been exposed to
Yeah.
things that Dad showed us just as a
Yeah.
whimsical thing. I watched that film a million times.
Yeah.
But imagine trying to sleep and there's girls outside your door going, "Dance the magic dance." I'm like, yo, I was 5 when I saw this film. Now I'm 18, 19. Why are you putting me through this?
The stress, the pure and utter stress.
No, I feel like
Alex, do you want to know what the film's actually about? Are you gonna watch it?
The Dark
I'm not
Crystal.
watching Dark Crystal.
Okay.
So can I just do like a quick?
Mm.
So like the idea of the film is that you see the two gelflings that are left.
The
They
film,
meet
yeah.
So they meet each other during the film.
She has wings.
And the female gelfling has got wings, and the other whatever. They meet each other. They need to find this part of a crystal. They need to put it back into this crystal and then save the land of Thra, which is where they live.
Yeah, man.
But
Right.
we won't bring all the other gelflings back. So they're last
They ain't
of their
gonna bring the
race.
gelflings back. They are the last of their race. And at the
Wow.
beginning
that's
of this
really
prequel,
fucked up.
you've
Yeah, I
got 7
remember that
clans of
being in the
gelflings that are plentiful and whatever it is.
There's loads of them.
then-
There's loads of them.
Yeah, and so the
Like-
Skeksis,
like
these
they
weird,
are the
these
population.
weird bird guys, have control of this crystal. They're kept artificially kind of immortal
Mm.
by drinking essence of other beings. So they use the power of the crystal to extract essence from various creatures,
Yeah.
including gelflings, which they realize gelfling essence is like the best fucking essence.
Yeah,
for
like
keeping
super
yourself
juice. It's
alive.
like fentanyl.
Yeah. So they go on this mission of genocide, basically.
Wow, because I need
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, but the thing is, they keep it on the hush hush.
Yeah.
And then so people like the only reason that someone clocked it was our main protagonist. Okay, he's got like a girl that he fancies, basically his girlfriend. They're both like guards
Yeah.
in the castle, and they're like, yeah, the Skeksis they protect us. Yeah, the Skeksis are good.
Mm.
But it just so happens that the girlfriend like fell down a well and essentially ended up like being invited by the scientists into the lab, and then kind of
Get
coerced to
see how the
stand there.
sausage is made.
Yeah, and then she
exactly.
literally is the first one they extract essence from, and he happened to have followed and seen it, and so he tries to tell the other gelflings. None of them believe him, and then the Skeksis say, "Oh, he's chatting shit. Fucking kill him," sort of thing. He's trying to bring us down, and so all the elflings are also like, all the gelflings are like, he's a bad guy. So no one believes him. It takes a lot of the story to like.
Yeah,
Get the
just that
gelflings to
point, yeah.
realise that the Skeksis are fucking dodge. But at the
Ew.
same
Get
time,
eaten,
you have
guys.
what's her name? Agrabah?
Aughra.
Aughra, that's it.
Yeah.
Agrabah.
No, it's just my Aughra.
Aughra, who is
do love
like
her.
meant to be the original guardian of the crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Skeksis, they're from a different planet.
Yeah.
They're from a different planet, bro.
Well,
They're not from like Thra.
yeah, but you know what they are.
Yeah.
Can we spoil this?
He's not gonna watch it.
You're not gonna. Okay.
No,
so
but there's
spoilers,
people listening.
Okay, but spoilers
should-
ahead. So
Spoilers,
don't skip
people.
the next 1 minute if you don't want to hear this. But
Yeah.
like at the end of the film, you find out that so there are these two types of creatures: the mystics, who in the film hanging out with these two gelflings.
They're really slow.
They're very slow. They're very
Like-
chill. They kind of look like these
Oh,
furry
sloth.
horses.
They're the ones who are like,
sloth guys. They've got really
"Hey."
long necks. They're very chill.
Hey,
they're very
babe,
friendly.
I do
And then you've got the Skeksis, which are effectively the polar opposite of these mystics. And then what you find out is at the end of the film is that when the crystal was shattered, and the plot of the film is basically these two people taking this crystal shard, put it back in the crystal to make it whole again.
Yeah.
But when the crystal originally shattered, these I forget what they were called. They
Like
look like
the
tree kind of
Urthar?
the Urskek or the Urgur or something.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called. But these alien motherfuckers that look like trees,
Mhm.
when the crystal smashed, they split into two.
Basically,
So
good
they
and bad.
became the mystics, the chill motherfuckers,
Mm.
and the Skeksis, the evil fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, on a different planet though.
They are aliens that landed on Thra.
Get
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
when the crystal smashed, they got split
They
into
got
two.
split.
Okay.
But then the Skeksis, clever bastards, they went to Aughra and were
Yeah.
like, listen, we know about the universe. We're going to build you this like planetarium thing where you can look out into like, you know, and we'll look after the crystal while you're traveling the universe and shit.
Yeah.
So she literally goes into like hibernation mode, like, you know, sending her conscious out. And
she's like in one room, but
yeah,
she's
and she's just
travelling
lying,
the universe.
and she's
It's like one of
yeah,
those.
she's off,
Yeah.
and she doesn't know what's going on. And they start to
I need to
corrupt
see
the
the
crystal.
book of this law of the
Oh, there's
Dark
tons of it.
Crystal
There's
law.
absolutely tons of it.
I miss you shooting off.
Yeah, I'll see
Peace
you
and
back.
love. Saturday.
Yeah.
What for?
The charity thing in the park. I know.
See ya.
Oh my god.
So,
yeah,
Alex, it's actually like
It's deep.
really deep,
Yeah.
and it's and you know what? The bit that I love is got good world building.
Yeah.
That's important.
Mm.
Like you've got like the head female of each clan, and then you've got the head Muldra, the
Yeah.
Muldra, and
What do you
it's-
like about it, man? This is like
Oh,
you
okay,
guys
okay.
are
There you go.
like hugging each other with this.
So can we just before we
I'm joking,
before we
I'm
continue,
joking.
can we just run over some of the mad fucking cast that's in this show?
Oh, who's
Yeah.
in it? Who's in it? Yeah.
it's
So you got Taron Egerton, Anya
Taron
Taylor
Egerton.
Joy play the two main Gelfling.
Who would you say
um,
is the main girlfriend? Because that was one of my gripes.
Rianne or Bria? Probably Bria. Anya
Bria.
Taylor Joy. Yeah.
Okay,
I do
Bria.
like Deet. She's my favorite.
Yeah. Deet's my
She's
favorite.
like the
She's like-
one with the nature
yeah.
Gelfling. Yeah.
They're all gonna be eaten by these Stecklegs.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stecklegs. So what are they called?
Skeksis.
So the
Skeksis.
Skeksis,
Steg
have actually-
legs.
the Skeksis have
Steg
got the
Fuck is a
best,
steg leg?
best fucking casting for the Skeksis. Jason Isaacs, Simon Pegg, Mark Hamill, Keegan Michael Key, Aquafina, Harvey
Some of
Firestein.
them, some of those
Aquafina, yeah.
guys are the best voice actors at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
You
She's
can.
the collector.
Ah.
Yeah. And it's
Aquafina.
narrated by what's her name?
Don't say Morgan Freeman.
No, who are you talking about?
There was a time where the Skeksis used to be friends, and now
Who was the narrator?
I feel like it's a
Sigourney Weaver. Thank you.
yes.
wow.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
this is
yeah.
a woman that should be doing these kind of movies.
she did a really
She's really
job.
good in it.
She
She
did
does
a
a
really
fantastic
good
She
job.
should be
job.
doing this kind of movies.
She,
Yeah.
she did a really good job. So I really did enjoy it. There are moments that made me really passionately angry or emotional, and I love that sort of thing. Like, take me on an emotional journey, get me invested.
Yeah.
And this did such a good job. And watching each episode, I was like counting. I was like, shit, it's not renewed. Like, this is gonna be the
It's
final.
gonna
And I was
end,
like,
yeah,
oh
yeah, yeah.
fuck. So kind of
Yeah.
not watching it, like, kind of held me in this area of there's
Because
still one more.
there is like a battle in the last episode.
Yeah.
And like it does make you feel good because a lot of the arcs that have come to rise in
You
the
get,
season kind of get.
a Lord
Yeah.
Right drawn
But then
through.
you're left with this. At least I was
Oh,
left with this
yeah, I was
empty
so-
feeling at the
Yeah,
end
I'm
of the episode, being
so
like,
oh, like
More.
no.
there's one episode, there's one season gap between the end of this television show and the
Mm.
beginning of the film.
Mm.
And that one
wow.
season gap would have been some of the darkest
Yeah,
Dark
that would
Crystal
have been
we've ever
like-
seen, because you would have to murder, effectively genocide all the Gelflings
Yeah, dude.
for you to be able to get to the last two.
Or
remaining
move them
Gelflings.
into a different dimension, so
Or something
somehow
like
they
that.
just.
Yeah, but I don't like that retconning because
But you can't sell it to kids. You can't sell it to under 15.
I'm just saying that Jim
16s,
Henson
like that.
already wrote all of this.
Yeah, I know, but like,
it's
you-
been in the books.
That's how they do. That's how they do movies
Yeah.
these days. They
Yeah.
retcon it, so like they disappeared.
Mm.
They all died, but
Mm.
it wasn't down to like actual death. They just got frozen in time and moved to a different place. or some shit.
Yeah, I feel like Free Body Problem did that, you know?
I'm just about to start watching that.
Okay, not saying
I
anymore.
watched the first
I'm
episode.
excited to watch it. People are saying it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really good. I told her to watch it, but he
The
doesn't
book's
ever
supposed to be
listen
fantastic.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
recommended the
I'm
book a
telling you
couple
now,
times,
the
yeah.
difference between Shardlake
Hold on.
and this is very little. It's a murder mystery. Starts off with a murder, and
Right.
there's loads of things and mystery. You don't know what's happening until they want to reveal it to you. So
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm just moving my chair slightly.
Um,
Because I realised I was twisting, and I was like, why am I twisting? Oh, because my chair's
Because
the
you
one
like to
question I
dance.
do want to ask you though is when you, because you didn't rewatch the film before you saw the television show, when you started watching the TV show, how was it for you, kind of getting used to watching puppets on screen?
That's fine. It's fine.
There wasn't an issue.
Yeah, I love puppets. I am a massive Muppet fan. Every Christmas, I
Because
watch.
it took me like an episode to get into it.
Every
Yeah, yeah.
every Christmas, I watch Muppet
'Cause you
Christmas
knew they were
Carols.
Muppets.
Not because I knew they were Muppets, just because it's like, okay, let me
Yeah,
just
but
get used to this. for a
I'm so
second.
used to it.
Yeah.
Even the movements, I was like, oh yeah, that Kermit does that movement, or Miss
Yeah.
Piggy does it.
Because
So
it's like in animation,
for me, it was totally fine.
you know, they can control exactly how the character moves and whatever they want to do. But with the puppet you've got to
You've got some of the
reprogram your brain to
puppeteers,
be
emotional
like, yeah,
things
like,
as well.
But
Yeah.
it's so updated, you know, because you had like eyes
facial.
automatically blink.
some of the most
You know,
beautiful
it was-
fucking puppets
And
you've
the
ever seen.
way they moved, and
Yeah.
even the creatures, the
Yeah.
way, because
There is actually a creature in it called Law,
Mm.
who's fucking cool because he's just made out of rocks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
saves the day. Like I think my favorite character was Hup.
Hup is
Hup
is
was
everybody's-
wicked.
He's adorable. His
Hup is this
special weapon is a
podling,
wooden
and
spool.
The thing is,
Wooden
with
spoon.
with this freaking show, it brings in world building, it brings in class,
Class
it
is a
brings
heavy
in-
theme, actually. Yeah.
yeah, it brings in like character development, costume, industry. It does so much. It does mystic stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like the Gelflings have their own lore when it comes to magic and being in touch with Thra.
There's a scene where
It's
a
so
puppet
good.
puts on a puppet show,
Yeah,
which might be
Yeah.
the greatest moment in television history.
so freaking good. All right,
Um,
Alex, let me briefly go for it. Yeah.
So I'm trying to look at. I'm actually looking up
Mm.
the difference between this and like Neverending Story, for example.
No.
It's a different level. I do love Neverending Story.
Neverending
I love
Story.
Neverending
Okay,
Story.
Alex.
Yo, I'm
Yeah,
talking
no,
about
no, no.
puppets.
Alex, they're
I'm
not
talking
the
about
same.
puppets. I'm
Alex,
talking
they're
about
not-
puppets.
Alex,
Just
they're
the
not the same.
puppetry. Just the puppetry
Oh,
level.
okay, yeah. I
Okay.
wasn't sure. what-
Falcor had facial expressions. Do you remember
No,
that
no,
in the 80s? I'm
Alex.
trying to see it when we would have had like the definition and like you love this character because it did something. It winked or did something like it's not just a stone face.
Alex,
Do you
this
know what I
is
mean? I'm
this
looking
is
at-
so above everything.
Oh,
now.
of course.
And
That's why it
it's-
cost 100 million.
Yeah, and you can really see the quality. Alex, the set building, you know, even the small
Yeah.
villages and the
Yeah, it's
space,
gorgeous.
everything was done so well. Even the castle in that like massive plain.
Do you know what the scale of
just-
stuff was though? Was it
No
like
idea.
miniaturized?
I
or
didn't.
was
I didn't watch the
Like this big.
So like,
Gelfling
That's
are, like,
quite big.
Real size as far
so
as
like
I'm
life-size puppetry
One-to-one,
is quite
practically.
big.
concerned. Yeah.
What,
Let me take
like-
a look. See if I can find a picture.
Yeah.
Um,
So Alex, story really quick. Okay, so you're never gonna watch it, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to know about it either because
Why do you not
I would
wanna?
watch it now.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I won't
You've
say.
already
It.
promoted it to me. I'm like,
Alex,
okay.
Alex, you actually have to watch it. You can't like this. Can't be Barbie. This isn't a year.
I'm not gonna watch it tomorrow. No.
There you go.
So spoil it what you want to spoil
okay, so that's
because
I don't know if I can
actual
spoil
real
it.
size, as
Oh,
far as I
shit.
can tell. Like real
It's actually
size.
kinda
so
big.
like 3/4, half.
3/4, but
Yeah.
Gelflings are like 3/4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
they're-
saying. That's
yeah,
why I
like
said
half
life
things.
size when you did that.
Yeah.
Like if
So
you
like
imagine
the Mystics,
Mm.
they actually
Like-
had humans inside. them.
Oh, because they're so big.
Wow.
So like.
So like if you imagine the average elf would be like Gelf, so it would be like 4 foot.
Like Hobbitish.
Yeah.
And then the
4 foot.
Mystics
Something
were
like that,
like
yeah,
six.
Hobbit
Just
size.
because we're on the radio
know.
and not on a video, no one
Yeah,
can
I'm
see
just
us.
starting to move my
You're
arm
moving your
up
hand
here.
up there. Like,
I'm like about here and then about here.
So these are the Mystics, and they just had like 2 people inside.
Do you remember those guys?
yeah, I remember those characters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
One
no.
moving the neck and
Yeah.
their face, and the other one moving the leg.
See,
Oh,
those were the one of
shit.
the characters that I would have watched it for because I loved how you could see that it was the human
It's like,
inside, but there
yeah.
was like he was doing something different. The gait of
the
the
weird movement.
Yeah,
big
man.
monster. But anyone, yeah, if you're listening, Google the characters because the actual puppetry that I've seen has been a very high standard. And I would
Stunning.
say
It's
that
absolutely stunning.
I would probably watch it just because.
I'm
you
not
guys
going to
have
spoil
said
it.
the
but
high
we,
standard
but we,
was-
but we're going
was
to
there.
argue. Well, we're not going to argue, but
I don't
I'm going to
think-
talk about cons now. You
Fair.
know.
But I will say, I don't think there will ever be puppetry as good as this on television or in a film. Like I
That's the
think,
thing. I think
yeah.
there's a lot of things
I'm
out
hopeful.
there
I
that could
think
have
there
done
will
it.
be. I think, but not now because it's like this has used all the Zeitgeist gauge for
Yeah.
puppetry. So we
Yeah.
have to wait maybe like 5 years or
I,
something.
Maybe,
I would
yeah.
have to say that if it was a mixed medium
Yeah.
where you had a human in a puppet world or a few puppets,
Could work.
like Star Wars worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose
Like-
that those work better because the Muppets do that all the time. You know, like
Yeah.
and
Oh,
they've
like
been semi-successful.
is Jabba the Hutt training up like fucking Carrie Fisher not an immense scene in a movie as a kid watching like, oh my god, Princess Leia's chained up but she look kind of fine, or like she's chained up and this big frog guy, oh my god, and you're like, oh my god, I believe this room, I believe this room.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's what Jim Henson
It's weird because
and
I've
them
seen the
guys did.
remasters and it doesn't look real.
Oh god.
It's like
Alright,
Compton.
bro,
fucking
you have.
Jabba.
I hope you
So
haven't
bad.
watched the Jabba, the Boba Fett, because
No.
there's this thing where the Hutts have come over and they're just like a bunch of people on floating pads.
Yeah. You know, I really
You
thought
ever
was
see-
kind of
Giant
weird.
slugs.
Did you ever see the clip of Star Wars from like one of the originals where it's got like it's the video of Jabba the Hutt talking to.
Oh, the man Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, no, but it's
Yeah.
the video of the actual like the Jabba the Hutt like that they did in the remasters. But then they
Oh,
got
they
the
superimposed
voice,
it over the guy. Yeah.
Oh,
The voice is this
So
just this
basically,
Irish geezer.
In the first film, Han Solo owes Jabba the Hutt money.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
one of the biggest crux of the whole show.
He owes him
He
money.
owes him money, or because the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
didn't go right,
Yeah,
right? But on Tatooine, Jabba the Hutt's there in the first film,
Yeah.
but he's a guy with a big coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Human
So
guy.
just an Irish geezer.
And
It's like a gangster.
but then when they did the remake,
remaster, yeah.
the remasters, they made that they deleted that scene anyway from the original film.
Yeah.
They reintroduced that scene
Yeah.
and then made it superimposed Jabba the Hutt. And then they did some changes, like basically Han Solo walks over Jabba the Hutt's tail.
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
goes,
yeah,
"Ugh."
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
wasn't in the original thing. They
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
made him do that and over the top, and it was like, okay, we got.
It's real dumb.
my God.
But like, Kevin, what was you gonna say before?
I don't know, I forgot.
Why I should watch Dark Crystal? You was gonna say something about. What am I missing? Is there something that
I think Alex, like if you want high fantasy, good content, something that will make you go, whoa, you know, but also like endear you to the characters, to the environment.
Yeah.
I think Dark Crystal is a really good like piece,
Yeah.
and I think it deserves to be watched and like fully.
No, I
absorbed.
definitely will give it a chance.
There are moments where I'm like,
What
but
are
then-
the moments then?
well, it's just story, you know. Pacing actually was really good. I
It
was
was,
so
yeah.
happy with pacing. Usually that's like
There's
my
always
biggest
something
gripe.
exciting happening each fucking
Yeah.
episode that gets it moving.
But there
Yeah.
were some characters that deserve to have come back, you
Yeah.
know? You know when they go through the desert?
Yeah.
And like there's that guy who like flies the stingray sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
You know, I wish that they came back and they weren't just like diced, you know?
Diced.
I think a lot of that might literally be just kind of like, you know, maybe they were promised a second season, or maybe they were like, this is, you know, literally how much money we can spend because it did cost them $100 million to make.
Yeah. And there was a lot of like
yeah.
foretelling that came from the tree.
Yeah.
And yeah. So yeah, there's really good moments, but I should probably talk about cons at some point. All right. This is really honest. Rian is a weak MC. He's a weak main character,
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
and his dad should have lived longer. Sorry, Alex. This is
Yeah, no, okay, yeah.
spoilers now. Spoilers, people.
He's not disagreeing with you. That's what I'm
not
laughing at.
disagreeing with you, yeah.
Dad should live longer. I'm sorry. Rian was just like, why does no one believe? He was just running around like a headless chicken at some
Yeah.
points, and I'm like, bruv,
Yeah.
get it
Which
together.
is why, for me, the main character of the show is Breya, Anya Taylor-Joy.
Deet for me.
Yeah,
She's the main
or
character
Deet, yeah,
because
yeah.
it's almost like three characters have origin stories, and they all
They
they're
have journeys.
different
and
characters.
they all-
And then they come
converge.
together.
Yeah, converge,
And
yeah.
the thing is with Rian, he's such a horny fucker. I swear.
Yeah, he really is,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
this guy, your girlfriend just got iced.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at the princess with them yonder eyes? And then why are you looking at Deet with them eyes too?
Yonder eyes.
He even gives her the quick hand feel. I'm like, wait. Your girlfriend just died, mate. Like, calm down.
She's
you
one
know?
of them good-looking wood hippies.
She's
you know what I mean?
cute. But then at the same time, I'm like, so is this a throuple? Because Dee and What's-Her-Face have a bit of like, sisters,
yeah,
but like,
true.
what type of sisters, you know? I was like engaged. But yeah, Rian was a bit annoying for that.
Fair.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I'm like, I need to watch it now.
And also another thing, I wanted a better explanation of the darkening origin.
The darkening, yeah, I think that was something.
I'm like, where is this
yeah.
coming from?
Yeah, so I think that was something that was added into the television show. I don't think that was in the original notes for whatever Henson's shit.
I'm like, where is it from? Where is this energy? So, Alex, essentially the main Skeksis, the Emperor.
It's like a blight on the land. isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it's like a blight, and
Yeah.
he has managed to like control it and manipulate it and corrupt the crystal. You know, with this darkening energy.
Where did Crystal come from in the first place? Skeksis land or? is
The
it-
well, the crystal's always been there because
it's like it
yeah, but they
keeps
bring
the-
it to this new planet from.
No,
where
no,
they
it
came
was
from.
already
the
on the
crystal was
planet.
already on the planet. It keeps
And it was-
like the
yeah.
nature in harmonious.
All right,
whatever
so if
it
it gets destroyed, things go
is.
dark
Shit,
and.
yeah, bad shit happens.
so where is this darkening coming from? Another thing. What
So
did
the
I write?
darkening
There's another
happened after
crystal.
after the crystal got sharded, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it got cracked and
It got
then
cracked
it got
it's
corrupted.
yeah, exactly. Because the dark crystal keeps the environment on Thra in balance. If it smashes, bad shit happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the life basically.
Yeah.
But it
Protect
was. You're
this
right.
at
It
all
wasn't. Well, it
costs.
wasn't well explained. Yeah.
It
yeah.
wasn't well
No.
explained. And then my other thing is, I cannot read my writing.
We can't read my own writing. Goddamn.
Oh yeah, how everyone's gullible, except
Yeah.
the Skeksis. That annoyed me. And then it made me think. Okay, how can the Gelflings be like children when they're so independent beforehand? It just felt.
It's a weird mix of like, they do feel like kids.
Yeah.
And they're portrayed almost as kids, but at the and they are very gullible. But I do think there is that's a kind of like, it is like it's a hold up maybe that comes from making children's television. It feels like that kind of like, you know, the Skeksis are the conniving, scheming ones, and they're every single time going to outwit these things, but through pure heart, the Gelflings manage to overcome. It's not being smarter or
and
sneakier or whatever it is.
That annoys me because it
then
then made
heart
it.
Of a warrior.
Yeah, but then it felt really unrealistic. You know, like they're meant to overcome these bad guys, but they're doing
I
it
think
through
by
the
the end
power
of the
of
first
love.
season, they never do overcome them. They have a small victory.
Yeah,
But
really,
I think
really small.
there is that obviously the looming thing in your head where it's like, they're all going to die anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they were.
Yeah, it was very bittersweet because of that.
Yeah.
It just felt like, you know, oh man, the most gullible person was the elder daughter. What's her name? The one who becomes the All-Madra.
Oh, is it Tavra?
I think possibly Tavra.
yeah,
or was
I
that the
forget her
second sister?
I can't
Either
remember,
way,
yeah.
she just like goes all like Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because her mum doesn't accept her, you know, and her mum's being harsh. And then she's like dark lipstick, dark outfit.
Yeah.
You know, and then she almost wears a dress to simulate the movement of the
vibes,
the Skeksis.
Yeah.
I'm like, you didn't even bury your mum properly. What the fuck? How dare you? You know? And then she gets slapped about by the Skeksis, and then she's like, oh yeah, actually, they're not good people.
Yeah, they're not very nice. Yeah, it's true.
So basically, he was right all along about something you just cussed straight off just without even watching it. And now you've come to love the franchise.
Yeah.
And you're part of the franchise
Does that
now.
make
I
you
wouldn't
feel
say I'm
good?
a part of it because
What? Okay.
because it doesn't have good merchandising.
No.
There's-
Oh,
the-
what are you talking about? Merchandise? No, have you not seen the miniatures you can buy?
No. Outside of like miniatures and tabletop stuff, I'm talking like badges, outfits. You know, as a cosplayer, I'm looking at like physical
Hey, cosplay.
wearables.
You can certainly do cosplay one of the Gelflings.
Oh yeah,
But you have to build it
probably-
yourself.
probably
There's
Skeksis,
usually
to be
bits
honest.
you can get.
I've seen a lot of sketches
Yeah.
cosplay,
Yeah.
but that is heavy.
It's
hard
like-
work. Yeah.
Talk about cosplay, Kathleen. How was
Yes.
Comic-Con this week?
It was okay.
Oh.
I feel
Which
like
celebrities did you smell?
none of them.
That's how she came. Came dressed as an elf.
That's cool.
A gelf. She came dressed as a gelf.
Where's that from?
The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. I've not
Yeah.
played much Tears of the Kingdom, but the pattern on
Yeah.
something looks a
Yeah.
lot like it. Yeah.
Essentially,
that looks very
Zelda's
Hyrillian.
grandmother from
Cool.
like decades, like centuries ago.
Nice.
Did you have
Yes.
a good time? What happened?
Well, okay, so we're leaving Dark Crystal, yeah?
I know. Just try to because we've been going for over an hour and a half or something like that.
Oh,
right,
shit, yeah.
It's 8 o'clock.
I'm just trying to keep things.
So there were just final words on it.
Yeah, final words. Final words. Yeah, final words.
As we.
Yeah.
I
Final
don't
words.
know. Alex said he's gonna watch it now, so I ain't really
Well,
got much.
yeah.
else to-
no, I'm
Yeah.
going to liberally
like
watch it. And
after
going,
start-
that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you will enjoy it. I think it's
Yeah.
it's rare that you see unique fantasy that
Yes.
comes from a very specific mind, someone like Jim Henson,
Yeah.
that is like realized to the greatest of its extent. I prefer the television show to the movie. The movie was very slapdash. It had a much tighter budget.
Yeah.
He was under a lot of pressure.
So Henson's like a Tolkien.
Yeah, no, I think he wanted to be, but like
Yeah,
it
that's
obviously
what
wasn't,
aiming for.
but it also, it obviously wasn't his vibe. But I think it's just beautiful where you can honor someone's memory of the kind of, I think it was the work that he was most proud of when he was alive.
Yeah.
And it's fucking cool that his family and all of his mates can be like, yeah, we're going to take this idea, like put the most amount of resources into it that we possibly can, and like polish it to a point where he would be happy with it. And I think for that alone, it's just worth anybody watching, because there ain't going to be anything like it ever again.
Yeah,
Actually,
actually, that was perfect. That was actually perfect. Yeah, I wanted to go in wanting to be like, right, but I was really wrong. I admit that. Hands up,
How
I
did
admit
you
it.
get that?
It's
How
actually
did
really, really,
You never
really
said that
good.
to me before.
That's mad.
I've
And I've
said
not,
to
this is
you
the
once.
first time I've been on this podcast.
Yeah.
All I had to do was send
He's
her a
1 for 1.
Yeah.
belligerent voice note
Yeah.
at midnight on a fucking.
Yo, bitch. I don't like what you said about my show. I want to meet you
This is the only
Showdown
time
tomorrow.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
No, but
I
the thing
can't
is-
think of anything else that I would.
Yeah.
would
I
get
don't
that
remember her
passionate
saying
about.
it. Like, I'm just like Dark Crystal. Remember for Dark Crystal? I think that.
I heard it in passing.
I
and
think
had
it's
to rewind the
because-
podcast. I'd be like, no, she didn't say that about Dark Crystal. No, I must have misheard it.
I think it was because we were talking about like how they're taking stuff from the 80s and giving it sequels or prequels, and they're just like not putting the care or the original
In
content back
most
into it.
instances, I
And
probably
there's
agree
this-
with you.
And I
Is
was
this
labelling
exemption
off,
to
and
that rule?
Dark Crystal was one of them. Yeah.
This is exempted to that rule.
Yes, it's
I
like
think so. Yeah.
it would kill
Was
me
it
if
about
they did it.
Ghostbusters at the time or something like that?
Yeah, probably.
I've not seen the new one.
Oh,
might
don't
watch
watch
that
it.
when I get home
Oh,
tonight. Well, Frozen
It's,
Empire.
oh yeah, it's so bad.
The one review that I got from my mate was
it's
like,
it's
I
so
think they
bad.
forgot Ghostbusters was supposed to be
Yeah.
a comedy.
Yeah. No.
SNL sketch.
This film, Ghostbusters, Frozen Kingdom,
Yeah.
is essentially a kids' film. It's not for adults.
got
It's
that
for
wolf
kids.
heart.
Oh,
in
not
it, wasn't it?
again.
It's for kids.
Yeah.
It's a kids' film.
But apparently it's got no jokes in it though.
It's got no adult jokes. It's got kids' jokes.
Okay, right.
It's a kids' film.
Bill
And
Murray's in there, isn't he?
yeah, but like they
He's not
brought
Bill
them
Murray,
back
is it?
as a
He's Venkman,
you
not
know.
Bill.
Yeah,
It-
I know who Venkman.
It's just it's really and I went to the cinema for it. And what a waste
No,
of money.
that's sad.
Waste of money.
Mm.
Yeah, it was really pants. So many holes. But yeah, Alex, you want to talk about Comic Con?
No, I was how it went. I was going to start off with Comic Con. Like that was going to be my intro. Like you saw
Intro
it.
to what?
Intro was intro to everybody.
Oh, yeah,
hello,
well,
got the
we
politics
obviously-
Comic
there at
Con.
the end as
Da, da,
well.
da.
Obviously didn't.
And we jumped over, went straight to Tom Hanks things.
Yeah.
We watched Tom Hanks things. Yeah, it's just
Okay, so London Film and Comic Con. Sorry, it's MCM London Comic Con. So different species. It was this weekend, so Bank Holiday May. It was decent. I enjoyed it. I think right now, there's a younger audience that they're really catering to, and they're really catering towards families. So it felt like
Is it them
as an
16-year-old
older
girls
nerd-
that buy Beatles
So
records
it's
we were
either the
talking about earlier?
Zoomers or the millennials with their kids.
yes.
Yeah,
So
gotcha.
as a
Zoomers?
yeah.
Gen Z.
Oh, is that what you call them?
Yeah.
Zoomers.
Yeah, like it's a take on boomers. Like you know.
Yeah, I
Zoomers,
realised
yeah.
that now. I'm like, God, that's so smart. I
Yeah,
wish I was
it,
that
it's very like it's very corporate. It didn't.
It's always been cool.
Yeah, but now it's like more
Okay.
corporate. It just felt like there
I
wasn't
remember
much
them trying
character
to
to it.
charge me like 80 quid to just say hi to Gillian Anderson, and it was frustrating, but I didn't in the end.
The woman's from Crouch End. You could walk down the street and
Yeah,
run
that's
into
what
her.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, she's the one X-Files autograph that I don't have yet.
Damn.
I used to get
Yeah.
confused between her and
I
Karis
met David
Matthews.
Duchovny and what's this, Mitch Pileggi, the guy who plays the bald geezer Skinner.
All right. Oh, we can do the smoking man.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the Smoking Man. Yeah, I got him
Yeah.
as well.
Oh man, you
Him
got
and David
Tombs. You got
Duchovny signed-
Tombs.
Huh?
That's awesome.
Sorry, I love X.
No, I ain't got to. I've got Krychek.
Do you know what's his name? Shalhoub.
Tony Shalhoub.
Tony Shalhoub, right?
Yeah.
His episode of X-Men, X Files. Wow,
X-Files.
is
Yeah.
probably the scariest I've
It's a
ever
good
watched.
Is that the melanin one? That scared the
No,
shit
it's the
out of
one
me.
where if you stand in his shadow, you turn into dust.
Oh shit.
And
Oh
shout it
shit!
out.
Yeah, no, that's such a good one.
Oh
man.
my
like,
soft
God.
light.
I
Soft
think
Shit,
light.
I'm
at
gonna
the
have
end
to
of
watch
it,
that
right,
now.
he
Yeah,
gets
that's a
locked
good
into
one,
a room. It wasn't like he escaped or he dies, and they catch him, and you see him in a room, being like, "Please help, please help," and he's just like stuck in a room, and there's electricity going on behind him, and it's like, shit. This is what happens if you're like got special powers. America.
Damn. But the thing is, what happened to all those people? Like, because I feel like
Which
X
all
Files.
people? Which all people?
Like, there were a lot of people who had, peculiar things in
When?
X Files, especially
Oh
in
right,
season
yeah.
one.
Most of them
Oh,
got
yeah, yeah.
arrested or
You know-
died.
Mm.
But,
But then the
usually-
whole
They
the
never
TV
really
show
fucking
became
answered
about
the question.
about aliens though. It became
so
about
there
aliens.
were two different types of episode of X Files. It depends which
Mm.
one you watch.
yeah.
I've done a whole run through of just the Monster of the Weeks
Mm.
and
Yeah.
just the Myth Arc episodes. And
Chupacabra.
yeah, there's some great and there's some incredible Myth Arc
Yeah.
episodes that
So
make the hand of
filler
that make the
episodes
hairs on my
was
fucking
Monster of the
skin
Week.
just jump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you get like 3 or 4 episodes a season.
But
that were
there was
arc
there's
episodes.
three
Mm.
main questions you had to answer.
Mm.
Yeah,
Is there aliens?
because we ain't.
What happened to Mulder's sister?
Yeah,
And there's another one I can't remember.
uh,
But I'm saving that.
something
one, so-
about the Black Ooze.
Yeah,
whatever
something like
it
that.
is.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
come
yeah,
until
yeah,
like
yeah.
season 8 or something like that.
No, that comes in.
Is
like
it
season
rewatchable?
4,
Because
and
I
then
thought about
We had a
rewatching
2-year
X-Files.
break.
there's a 2-year break, but the film that came out in the 90s was
Yeah.
between season 5
With
and
the black
6.
eyes, it was Texas, and there was the. I remember that I had that on tape.
Yeah, it's a really good.
I was
it's
an
a
X
really
Files
good film.
fan, but like
Yeah.
only because I didn't know what was happening, and I was like, I don't like horror, but this is good.
It is good. I think just watching the X Files from start to finish, all the episodes is worthwhile.
And, like,
there
do you
will
know
be
what?
some stinkers.
I didn't fancy Gillian
Uh,
Anderson at the time either, because she was dressed like a square. She.
Oh
like,
no,
the
that's
power
what
suits
that's
were
what
just-
that's what attracted me to her immediately in the first episode because she's
She was
a
business
doctor.
That's it.
She's a
executive.
doctor.
Business.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
doctor.
Doctor
that-
Dana Scully. This is
Yeah,
Dana
yeah,
Scully.
yeah.
It was
She's
like,
wearing
look,
like
look,
a lab
no,
coat.
man,
Yeah.
you're making this
whatnot.
shit up again.
Yeah, yeah. You know, she's down in the hospital.
Doubtful.
Yeah, exactly. She's got her
Examining
those
it, but not
glasses,
understanding it.
Kind of like that. You know, she's
Yeah.
got a
This
little
doesn't make
notepad
any
out.
sense.
Yeah.
But I still don't believe you, Molo.
Yeah.
kind of hair just
The-
ends over here.
Yeah.
It was like
Bowl cut.
Yeah.
Man,
I mean,
but
she
it was-
Everything about it, man.
She
It
looked
was
like a
the-
Robin Hood villain.
Season 1, Season 2
it was
Scully.
the
man.
shoulders, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
underneath, like
You know
the
what I
trench.
fell in love with
Oh,
her?
she used to have, in
Yeah,
the
no,
later
it goes
season, she
like
had the pads.
No. Basically, I fell in love with her when she did a Graham Norton interview and she had an English accent. I was like, what is it? What?
Because she's English.
She's not English. She just grew up in Crouch End.
And you know what? She's
That's-
aged beautifully.
yeah,
She's
she absolutely
stunning.
has, yeah.
She's stunning.
Yeah, I need a wife that does that. That does the Benjamin
Because
Button.
the
like
only
Alex.
reason that I watched like 3 episodes of The Crown was to see
Crown.
her play.
Oh, yeah, Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
She played Maggie Thatcher.
Fucking
No,
incredible. She's really good at it.
Yeah.
You know who they got playing Churchill as well?
Who?
John Lithgow.
Oh yeah, shit, they did.
That's embarrassing, man.
He's
There's
good,
plenty of
man.
British
He's-
actors that could have
He's
done that.
so
though.
good at it.
He's a really
bro.
good
He's
actor.
shockingly
Like,
Do you know
Third
I
Rock
hate
from
The
the
Crown.
Sun was okay.
Yeah.
But,
Third Rock from the
like,
Sun was better than
What
The
what was what was
Yeah, I
the
agree.
show? What was that film they did recently with Churchill? Darkest Hour or something like that?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
the
in
one
it,
with
yeah.
Gary Oldman.
There's a bit where Gary
was
Oldman,
good,
an
that was good.
Englishman, is walking down the street and the girl was like, "Ho, Mr. Prime Minister, you should have turned the fingers the other way around because the other way means fuck you." And he's like, "Does it?" It's like this guy's been on the front. This guy lived alongside like working class men fighting on the front lines in World War One. He's gonna know what 2 fingers mean, and like they had to, because it was for American audience, make him go through this learning curve, which he already obviously knew. And I was like, that's it. Then he does a speech in Parliament instead of doing it in the studio. I'm like, okay, I'm a history guy, but like
That's not
I would have
gonna
let some
happen.
things pass. This is not I'm letting it pass.
I
'Cause
do not give a shit about.
they're
Winston
rewriting
Yeah,
history.
me neither. Like,
No, but I'm talking about.
nod.
It's a
all right,
racist
okay,
fuck.
wait.
Big time, big time.
Pause. There's a point
Dude
in
wanted
history.
to take back India.
No,
Yeah.
there's a point in history where everyone's scared that the Germans are going to invade, and you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
someone,
Yeah.
whether they're good or bad,
Yeah.
to say something.
Yeah.
That's all.
There's
It's
a
not,
reason. Yeah. There's
It's
a
not
reason.
about. It's not about the guy because I know his history is very dubious, very dubious. But I'm talking about a film where they're trying to promote like
Churchill.
the work he did to help morale and the war effort, and they have painted him in overly positive light, but also a bumbling old man at the same time, which is
I
kind
don't
of
like either of those.
yeah. Do you know what I mean? And so I did like Darkest Hour for that reason. Anyway, we're trying to wrap up, and I'm
Oh, is that what we were trying to do? Serious?
slowly.
Okay, like, should we just? You wanting to talk about politics or allow it?
Just last thing. There's a flash election. Everybody vote.
Oh yeah.
Don't
Be
forget to
careful. We might be getting national service in the next couple of weeks. How do you feel about that?
vote. Not me, mate.
I'm too old for it
I'm
already.
not, yeah.
That's hilarious. I
got my
love
name
how
on
he's
the
trying
paper.
to. You know, I had a thing where I would ask my friends, "What would you do if you were a dictator?" And every time when they asked me, I would bring national service in, but I would only bring it in the sense of young people would have to volunteer in nationally
There's alternatives.
managed.
Alternatives to being a
What,
soldier.
the
No,
NHS?
yeah, like the NHS. So we have to volunteer. NHS,
Yeah.
local authority,
Yeah.
social services.
mad.
It would have to
Yeah.
be national stuff.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be army,
Collective
you know,
farming.
because I feel like a lot of young people don't understand everything that has been added into the nation, you know. So
Let's
yeah,
do the Soviet pattern.
Yeah.
that's I would have done that. But
No,
yeah,
I
this
mean,
whole
that's cool,
shooting
but
thing, I'm
the,
like,
I mean,
that's
the,
so dumb.
the
It's so
reason
dumb.
about this national service stuff is very
It's so
obviously
fucked
just Sunak trying to poach
Yeah.
voters from reform. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like such a wild
Yeah.
thing. I feel like
Yeah.
it's more of a ladder being pulled up by older generations.
Mm.
Now we're too old to do it.
Oh, you know,
Let's
all
get
those
over to
kids
it.
stabbing each other and
Yeah,
should go
I
to the
don't know, I
military.
don't know. I
Learn some
think it's
discipline.
this kind of thing where it's like people are like, oh, these, you know, the boys are too pansy these
Yeah.
days or whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
they need to,
toughen
you know,
up.
So let's
Yeah,
teach
yeah.
the guys who
Right.
carry machetes how to use a gun. How about
Yeah,
that?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
great. Gets kids off the street. Well, anyway,
Anyway,
thank you so much for listening to us. Another random podcast.
Quick politics minute.
Yeah,
here,
there you
I'm like,
go. We just
I
need to
don't-
get some music for that.
We're not a politics show. It's just that there's things we
Play
need
the
to know that's
questions.
happening.
Just behind it. Like,
Yeah.
Can you
Wow.
play the question side thing?
100%. Thank you guys so much for listening. Another different one. Alex, do you want to ring it out?
You know I ain't coming back here. I ain't getting
Yeah.
invited back.
No, we're just gonna get segments. We're gonna need to record something. We'll just put it on
Come back.
like.
We just,
in the middle, like-
I'll give you. Alex will give you a question and we'll debate it.
No,
Like,
no.
let's not agree next time.
Yeah,
Tom,
I mean,
Tom
like,
Hanks.
Well, we
like,
disagree
yeah.
about.
That's
Tom
why I did the
Cruise.
Tom
Yeah,
Hanks
yeah,
Tom
yeah,
Cruise
yeah,
thing because
it's
I know
good. It's
you
good to
would
have a
hate
bit
Tom
of-
Cruise. I know you love Tom Cruise. So I'm like, okay, at least we got some kind of like.
It needs to be more
Debate.
vicious next
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But you guys just gave a really good review of the Dark Crystal rather than a beef, and I was
And
like,
now you're gonna go watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
That's
maybe
really
not.
all I care
Because,
about.
like, you know, Alex.
So
But
now-
Alex, I did watch the last episode of Shogun, so there you go.
how
I
did that
still gotta
go?
watch that.
Oh my God. It's so good, and does. I can see how they left it open for another season.
They didn't know.
They did.
That's the end of the story.
No, they left it open.
There's
for
another season.
But they left it open
But
for another
Toranaga's
season.
not going to play Toranaga. It's
No.
going to be a different cast.
Yeah.
Literally, that's the end of the book.
But they've left it space for another season.
No.
They have.
No, I haven't.
They have.
No, there's
Yeah.
going to be another season. I agree with you.
They're going to be.
But
they've left space
it's not
for
going to
another
be.
season.
It's not going to be Shogun. It's not
Yeah,
going to be
it's
the
gonna be
same
something
story.
else. But Alex, they've left it open for another season.
What have they left open narratively?
Narratively, they've left it open
But
for
they've
another
closed
season.
it off and started a new narration. So they haven't left anything open at all.
They have. They've left it open for another
What
season.
have they left open? Tell me.
Okay, so the fact that like Toranaga burnt down his ship
Yeah.
and he's given him space to build another one,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Well, I'm just gonna have to keep him in Japan as long as possible." That's left it open for another
My issue
season.
is that they made him a joke character and they confirmed it by saying, "Why have you kept him alive? Because he makes me laugh."
Mm.
Where most characters that are main characters should have grown and adapted, an original show, the 70s, did he
Adaptation.
learnt Japanese while he was in prison with a Jesuit priest. There was opportunities to learn.
So, do you feel like the original TV series was better than this one?
In terms of the main character's story arc, yes.
Do you think if a
In
different
terms of
actor
everything
played
else?
him?
No, it's not different actor. It's the narrative.
Okay, it's how it's written. Okay,
I'm
cool,
not the best in the actor, but it's the narrative
Yeah.
and the way that they approach. Like, there's 3 episodes where he's barely in it.
Yeah.
What is it about then? It's about Toranaga. It
Yeah.
just happens to be an Englishman that turns up.
Yeah.
And that's how they've done it.
Because essentially it's called Shogun. It's not called,
Englishman.
Anjin. Yeah, it's not called White Guy in Japan. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to our podcast.
We
Please
start
check
a whole
us out.
different review.
But check out our other stuff. We rarely post on Instagram because, I've got better things to do. But please check out everything else. Alex, Mickey, we'll say goodbye.
Cool.
Have you
Best
got any
outro.
messages you want to share to loved ones that, because we're going to kill you
He's
now?
not going
so-
to war.
No, he's not going to make it out of this podcast.
No, man,
he's
yeah,
going
I
to
don't know,
die.
like, if you can't get through to me over the next week, then call Alex.
I don't know who.
He'll know where
who's
I'm
Alex?
buried.
Mickey, thank you for coming down. It's been
No
much
worries,
appreciated.
Thank you for having me. It
I think
feels
you've-
very strange.
Straight away, as soon as you sat down, it was a bubble. As soon as you came in the room, you already had something to say. Like, I'm gonna fight you already.
I
No,
got shit. Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah.
You know I've always
But-
got shit to say though.
but there's times where I'd be sheepish and you'd be sheepish, and actually it's worked very well. Kat has been very
Calm.
accommodating.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
again, I've
accommodating.
listened to your other episodes.
Yeah, you've
so
heard her go
I
off on
know
one,
what
so
the
you know.
baseline is, yeah.
I thought let me be nice and not crazy.
Let me
with the
be
first one. I'm not gonna pull
Let
up
me be nice.
Alex.
I'll see you next time. We can
So I grew up with
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I grew up with this. Let me be nice. Shit, like I'm never nice, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All right, anyway,
we'll see.
everybody. Today was the 28th. 28th.
Oh, shit,
Wow.
yeah, the 28th of May. Thank you so
20th
much,
of May,
May.
2024.
See you
and
later.
I have to say these because I never remember the day. And yes, follow us on the socials. And thank you very much. Good night. Bye. I thought you were going to say something cool. Never mind. Stop.